Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Tuesday. Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me is Packer backer-ish Kyle Wallace. What's up, Kyle?
Stop playing. Say it again. Say it the right way. We ain't doing that.
To my left, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up is Bradley Nortman.
Cut his mic. Cut his mic until he does what he's supposed to do. He gonna put respect on my
Strofe
Packers
can cut my mic, but he probably agrees with me based off the way that you described how the Packers could only beat the Panthers and the Bears. If they were playing anyone else, they'd be done.
Put your money where your mouth is. Pick the Packers to win the Super. Pick them to go to the NFC Championship.
That's not the exercise. You're moving the goalposts.
No. Pick them to go to the NFC Championship.
Okay.
Any takers?
We have plenty of conversation to get.
I'm willing to have that conversation.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Pick them to go to the NFC Championship.
I did fill out my first version of a bracket last night, and I did pick them to go to the NFC Championship.
What do you mean a bracket?
I love how he's talking about this as if it's the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
It's a
nobody
piece of
fills
paper.
out a playoff
That's
bracket.
so untrue
No.
that you don't even know. You just played in the league, and you don't gamble very much.
So you're telling me this is something that
You did not gamble.
I go ask 10 people, 7 to 8 people say, "Oh yeah, I filled out a playoff bracket."
I don't know. About
That's a good point,
okay,
Brad.
it's probably not 7 to 8.
You're
but
the only one in the building.
Oh, that's not true because somebody in the building runs a pool that I'm in.
Okay, 2 people. There is another guy who I'm sure he does a lot of that, so you got me on that one.
Again, Strofe is doing it, so it's the biggest thing in the entire world. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's
So
filling
you picked
playoff
no.
brackets.
You picked the Packers to go because you knew other people wouldn't pick it, so that's why you did it. You didn't
look-
do it because your heart said it. So that's what
He's
he's
trying
doing.
to buy low, sell high.
Exactly, because you don't believe in the Packers.
Okay, don't
Play
lash out on everyone else right now. This is my fault because
Again, this is you projecting. When did
Yes.
I ever say I didn't believe in the Packers? I don't
he's
think they're
feeling
gonna win the Super Bowl.
feeling insecure about
I
him
think-
saying
I
that they
think
could
there's
only
a
beat
really
the Panthers.
good shot. They can get hot. They'll win in Chicago. They'll win in Seattle, and then they'll lose to whoever. I currently have it picked as the Rams, but which would be a 5-6 NFC Championship game.
That would be fun.
That's the beauty of the parity in the NFL this year, fellas.
Who you got on the other side?
I've got Bills, and I forget who I had on the other side.
Great. Sounds like these brackets are going well.
Bills Patriots, I believe.
Oh, another fun one.
So wait. So the 2 seed on one side,
Yeah.
but then the 5 and 6 seed on the other.
2-6-5-6 is what I have right now. Yeah.
2-6-5-6.
That's
800-990.
The annals of the NFL. How many
Annals.
times would you have a 2-5-6-5?
I
Like
mean,
never.
0 times probably. That's what I'm saying, guys. It's the most wonderful time.
No, that's last year.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. A lot of excited
I will say,
personalities here on Kyle Brust and Nortman, Brad Nortman.
I would say,
we're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Hey.
Say though.
And of
It's
course,
a beautiful weekend of football because even not only in the NFL, you overflow that to college football. You got Thursday football, Friday football. You got Ole Miss and Indiana playing in the semifinal.
By the way, we need to give a real quick shout out. UW River Falls. Shout out.
How about
Thrilling.
those Falcons?
Thrilling. It's a Cinderella story for the ages.
The WIAC is on top again.
I'm already excited for the documentary.
Whack.
I'm
WIAC
already
is
excited
on
for the docu-series that will be UW River Falls.
were you locked inside your house with children all day? That this is
Yes.
like recess right now, Brad?
is,
I've
it
never
is.
seen this out of you.
I
Wow,
mean,
this is quite the energy.
That quarterback from River Falls is a stud.
Thank you, Kyle. Did you guys enjoy the Illinois State-Montana State game last night? You guys want to talk about that?
Did Montana State win or Illinois State?
Montana State.
God bless. I
First
shouldn't even
time
brought
in
it up.
41 years.
Isn't their running back Julius Davis?
Because everyone knows Julius Davis.
No, I know
Former-
Julius Davis. No
former
way he's
Badger?
running. No way he's still in college football.
Bro,
No way.
yes, these kids are
Well, while we're on the topic,
Montana State running back.
No way.
Yeah.
He's got to be a quadruple senior.
He's 25 at least.
while we're on the topic, anybody watch the Battle of I-43 last night? UW Milwaukee, UW Green Bay hoops.
Green Bay upset.
Well, Green
Special.
Bay up 14 at half. They blow the lead. Milwaukee takes the lead back in the second half, and then they win. What a
Doug
game.
Gottlieb, coach of the year.
He legitimately might have a chance.
I think everything you guys have talked about for the last 3 minutes may be the most uninteresting thing we could possibly talk about to anyone listening right now.
One last thing, though. Julius Davis started college in 2020. He had 6 seasons of college football.
That is crazy.
6 seasons of college football.
Why are we acting as if this is new?
That's not abnormal.
This is not new. We're acting like things are different when this is literally the world we live in.
He had to carry every single year.
For 6 years?
For 6 years.
He's not even making NIL. Who cares? He's at a D3 school.
You never know.
Montana
Or
State
FBS school or whatever it is.
CS. That's
All right,
disrespectful.
can I get to where we were supposed to go?
The pride of Menominee Falls.
Which is Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike on Wilde and Tausch as he joins every Tuesday at 9:30. He jumped right in and said this to Packer fans, and you should feel something from this.
From when he was hired till now, I would actually say he exceeded expectations because I couldn't believe they hired him in the first place. So from that moment to today, I would say he exceeded expectations. Once I found out who he was as a coach, now I would say he has not met expectations because I can't believe that they're as bad at times as they are. So I guess you could split in the middle and say met expectations on the whole. But I went from exceeding expectations to now not meeting them relative to the totality of his career. My point is basically what the Packers are is they're a meet expectations team as long as your expectations aren't that they win the Super Bowl. That's what they are.
They're a meet expectations team as long as your expectations are to not win a Super Bowl. That seems like a statement that is an oxymoron for the state of Wisconsin, especially when it comes to the Green Bay Packers. It's literally called Titletown, yet the evidence would tell you they haven't been into a Super Bowl since 2010. They've been to 5 Rodgers 1 and 4 in NFC Championship games.
Correct.
So they've been to 5 NFC Championship games, one being the one he got in 2010. So they're a meet expectation team, but they don't exceed expectations because the Super Bowl expectations are what we talk about every single year. And so we're sitting in this place right now. I just want to know how it makes people feel because I saw some reaction. It's like, shut up, guy, or holy cow, he nailed it. So this is the dichotomy of Packer fans right now of what are we feeling? Are we all in and we're like believing that this window is open and real and we're going to get to a Super Bowl this year, next year, the year after? Or are we just going to be in the same loop of we're not actually going to go to a Super Bowl? Matt LaFleur is not going to be able to lead us there. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line.
You know, the Green Bay Packers and a lot like other Wisconsin teams, Brewers, Bucks, and even the Wisconsin Badgers at times, they're pros at being in the mix. They're always in the mix. They're never terrible. Well, not the Wisconsin Badger football team of late, but almost certainly the pro teams, at least, in recent history, and for the Green Bay Packers spanning decades, always in the mix, but it takes a rare occasion of special magic to have everything aligned together to actually go ahead and have a Super Bowl run. So, I mean, Evan nailed it. He really did. If Wisconsin fans and Packer fans are content with making the playoffs, maybe winning a game or two, then you have nothing to complain about. It really is something to where you're in it every year. Every season is thrilling. Rarely are you find yourself out of the playoffs, but to have an actual team that is equipped to win a Super Bowl, it doesn't come around very often. And when it does, it's usually met with heartbreak. So it falls on Matt LaFleur, it falls on Goody, it now falls on Jordan Love to right that ship because those are the 3 pillars of your organization that can actually do something about it. The problem is this doesn't seem like the year that can actually happen. Micah down, other injuries, and just generally speaking, to go from 7 seed to Super Bowl is not something that's likely going to happen. So he said it about as good as you possibly could. The way I would phrase it is Wisconsin fans and Green Bay Packer were pros at being in the mix. That's about all we're pros at being.
No, I think the one thing that we need to understand is that Matt LaFleur is an excellent coach, and I agree with the fact that, listen, he has not met the overall expectations that we have of winning a Super Bowl, especially when your quarterback was Aaron Rodgers.
Excellent coach.
He is a very, very good football coach.
So those are two different things. Excellent versus very, very good. If he's an excellent coach, there's not a debate about re-signing him to extension.
Who said there's a debate about re-signing him to an extension? The guy who was in charge of him let you know that he is satisfied with how this team was able to overcome
I'm going
injury.
to trust Jason Wilde, who's covered the Packers a lot longer than all of us, who says he didn't really take much from Ed Policy's Policy's perspective on Packers.com.
Sure.
They
Matt
could
LaFleur-
lose 4 straight games in the regular season and this game from an excellent coach. That's how you feel. Again, this is the mix of emotions.
There's no mix of emotion here. I just go based off the fact. You look at the track record. This coach, 6 of 7 years that he's been the head coach of the Packers, this man has been over 500.
Is that the goal?
The fact that he was able to take this team who had a quarterback in Aaron Rodgers and was able to transfer it over to Jordan Love and have Jordan Love lead this team to the playoffs 3 years in a row. And this season is we cannot act like what happened on the field with injuries has not devastated this team. So at the end of the day,
Kyle's back.
No, there's no excuses. These are just facts. Teams have their seasons derailed because they have crucial injuries. You are telling me
Yeah, the
that
Niners totally did.
No, are the Niners going to win the Super Bowl?
They have a better chance than the Packers.
They do have a better chance than the Packers. They absolutely do. But at the end of the day, this team lost Micah Parsons, who is better than Bosa. I'm telling you this right now. He is better than Bosa, and he was the heart and soul of this defense. And we see it right now. When he went out, the defensive line fell apart, and then you lost Devontae Wyatt as well. And so I don't even care about the injuries at this point. I'm just focusing on.
What do you mean?
No.
You just use that as the reason why Matt's excellent and made excuses for him.
My focus is that this coach has created a winning culture here in Green Bay. This coach has had nothing but success here. Has he reached the pinnacle? No. But not a lot of teams win Super Bowl. That is a challenging thing to do, bro. And so at the end of the day, I would rather have Matt LaFleur as my coach than starting over in this moment in time. Now, if this team was fully healthy, right, and you're going to have injuries, but you're not talking about losing Micah Parsons and Devontae Wyatt and Tucker Kraft. If you just lost 2 of the 3, maybe Tucker and Devontae Wyatt, then I would still have high expectations for this team to win a Super Bowl this year. But at the end of the day, when you lose 2 studs and a guy that's a contributor like that, it's going to be tough to be able to win a championship. So with that information that I have, you should be bringing Matt LaFleur back, and you should be tempering your expectations for what you think this team's going to do in the playoffs. Matt LaFleur should not be fired because this team went 9-7-1 this year. Matt LaFleur should be praised for the fact he was able to keep this
that's
team
what
together.
you're doing. You're tempering expectations when you're not also looking at Matt LaFleur's an offensive mind with what was a top 3 MVP quarterback in the odds perspective heading into the Broncos game. Offensively, they haven't lost a ton. You're seeing other teams win with quarterbacks and offense, and that's what you should be expecting this team to do against the Bears. And you don't just go to Seattle and be like, oh, whatever. Like you've given up, and it's sad to see. Brad, go ahead.
I will say that Matt LaFleur, outside of those early runs with Aaron Rodgers, haven't really gotten close to a championship. Not close. I mean, it's not like they went on one run and said, okay, we're at the NFC Championship game. Oh, we're in the Super Bowl. At least we're close. So if the expectations, like Evan was saying, is Super Bowl,
what are your expectations every year?
Close.
Listen, my expectation coming into this season was a Super Bowl.
No, every year.
My expectations in 2023 was not for the Packers to make the Super Bowl. That was Jordan Love's first year as a starting quarterback. That was not my expectations. Last year going into the season, I was hopeful that this team could find a way to go to a Super Bowl, but we found throughout the season, regardless of them winning 11 games, that they were not built to beat really good teams. This year, it's injuries. This year, if the Packers were healthy, we would have those expectations, and that all plays into the calculus, as y'all would say, of what the result is on the field for the Packers.
You're protecting your heart, and I respect it. But
other young quarterbacks are having success. You got Drake May. I mean, Jalen Hurts is in the same draft class as Jordan Love. He's went on and been to 2 Super Bowls, won 1. Brock Purdy is cooking. He's been to a Super Bowl. They're already, again, we're playing for the number 1 seed. So Bo Nix, the first round bye for the Broncos. So I don't know. I just look at it and think that they haven't won a division together. They got kind of close, but not really that close. You're talking about 7 seed every single year. It says to me that there's a level of pressure on this playoff game. So maybe I am coming around to Ben, where maybe there's more pressure on the Packers, because you can't go, 1-3 together in underwhelming defeats.
Your standard can't be Super Bowl when your roster isn't built to win a Super Bowl. That is what the Packers had in 2023. The roster was not built to win a Super Bowl. We found out in 2024 we did not have enough pieces to win a Super Bowl. So for us to put expectations onto a coach and a team that does not have the pieces to be able to win, I'm not winning the goalpost. I'm going based off what we saw.
Is the problem then?
I would say Goody is more of the problem, because when you evaluate his first-round picks that should be impact players for this team, they have not showed up for this team in a way that they need them to do that. And so, yes, Goody will be more of a problem than what we see with Matt LaFleur.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. Liz is more. Larry in Gary, Indiana, potential home to the team from the South. Let's go to you on the Carbless Talk and text line with KBN.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
What up, Larry?
All right, not much. I gotta agree with Kyle with
My man.
Goody on how we draft things and how we basically the roster is not built for winning a Super Bowl. We're always in the mix. We don't draft those top-notch guys. Like is his name Josh Smith, the guy that went last to the Eagles, outside the defensive edge. We let him sit and go to the Eagles. I didn't understand that. And also, is it the culture of us, Green Bay? Because we keep doing the same thing every year. We never get over the hump. It's basically we just do enough just to be in the mix, like you guys say.
Well, Larry, appreciate the call. And this is where this playoff game and this potential playoff run, if you actually believe in your quarterback and coach, will be huge to show, again, just because they failed doesn't mean they're going to fail in the playoffs. With Brad, I thought what you said was very important when Micah went down. You're going to find out about your culture and your coach and what they can do when injuries hit, because everyone has injuries, and now you're going to see what the team is made of. I don't think this conversation is over at all, because I see the reaction on the Carbless Talking text line, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison, 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. You don't hate LaFleur, but you don't fully trust him either. What the hell does that actually equal? Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman
Hey, Gabe, also, did you call us idiots?
Yeah, it's exactly what I told you. Yes.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
When a trophy is raised, it can feel like the season's over, but on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No off-season, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season, get all of ESPN all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or phone today.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered. With fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel, Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
This year, it was important for my business to start strong.
Starting weak is not recommended.
But first, I needed a lot of stuff for the office.
Sounds like a shopping spree.
I just went to Staples. They have great prices on everything, like ink, toner, printers, paper, and chairs. And now you can get up to 30% off select HP printers.
Up to 30% off HP printers? Am I on a hidden camera show?
No.
Well then, let's go Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or on the app. Ends 131. Select models only.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
People say buying a home in winter is tough.
But fewer buyers means less competition, and motivated sellers can mean better opportunities.
This is Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf and Associates First Weber.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. When the perfect home appears, our team at Tony Wendorf and Associates helps you move fast, even during the snow.
Start your home journey today with our white glove service by simply searching online Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf and Associates.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
So I'm very fascinated by this dynamic of Matt LaFleur's excellent, but we're not getting Super Bowls, but he's good, but not great, but he's great, but not amazing. Like, there's so many varying opinions that it just got me to the conclusion of nobody doesn't like Matt LaFleur, but you don't fully trust Matt LaFleur to win you a championship either. So where do you fit this all in an equation of A, how are they going to perform in the playoffs? B, what's Ed Policy going to do with his contract? Is he going to make him play it out? Is he going to give him extension? We don't know. And even with Ed Policy on Policy's perspective on Packers.com, we don't know the result of what happens against the Bears. And if they lose 5 straight games, it's pretty damning despite all the injuries looking around the league and how wide open this season has been. So I'm fascinated by the perspective of Packer fans right now of how they view and judge Matt LaFleur heading into the playoffs right now, because I believe that there's enough offensive talent for them to win the game against the Bears. Their defense is obviously a liability, but you've seen this team twice, which gives you an advantage to know what to expect. And then who's to say that Jordan Love can't outperform Sam Darnold? I know that defense is great, but that's what you're paying him to do in his 3rd year starting in the NFL. So there's so many variables at play. 800-990-3776. That's the Carbless Talk and Text line. We're on YouTube, at ESPN Milwaukee, and at ESPN Madison for your thoughts on this predicament or whatever it is.
My sense is Packer fans feel like Badger fans felt in 2022. You remember what we were saying as Badger fans? You know what? We always get 8 to 10 wins. We're never competing for championship. We're never at the top of the heap, but we're doing enough to stay relevant and to stay dangerous, you might say. But it doesn't feel like we're doing quite enough to push through the end. So this is where I feel like Packer fans are at an interesting fork in the road. Because you could do like what the Wisconsin Badgers did. You could say, bumps the old ways of doing things. Let's go take a swing for somebody else and shift things up. The problem is exactly what happened to the Wisconsin Badgers is what could happen to the Green Bay Packers. Mm-hmm. You might try to think the grass is always greener on the other side, that we're sick of wild card playoff appearances. We're sick of just one, and we're not one playoff win and not going all the way to the Super Bowl. Let's shake things up. The problem is you might walk into a situation where you have a complete downfall. The grass was not greener. I think that is fear. So I think it's more fear-based that Packer fans, and what kind of I have a sense for the organization is, you don't want to mess up a good thing. It might not be an elite thing, but you don't want to mess up a good thing because
then rename Titletown, because that's not then it's just a museum at this point.
Listen,
it's just a museum.
Titles every single dang year. Titletown is based off the 13.
The Eagles have been to the Super Bowl 2 times in the last 4 years. The Packers haven't been there since 2010.
Cool. Listen, everybody has a level of fortune that they end up having throughout the season.
Fortune. So now it's fortune.
When you sit here, you know what? Fire Dan Campbell. Why the team didn't make the playoffs? He's only made the playoffs twice since he's been the coach.
How long should you give Matt LaFleur to win a Super Bowl? Okay, take out the run with Aaron Rodgers, right? Great run. How long should he have to be even in a Super Bowl with Jordan Love?
I'm giving Matt LaFleur a 3-year contract extension, and each year he's going to be reevaluated, because guess what? If the Packers suck next year, they get a 7th seed again and they win 9 games again, and this team ends up staying healthy, he can get the axe. He can get fired. But I'm getting 3 years to evaluate Matt LaFleur. If after those
3 more years?
Absolutely. 3 years.
Jordan Love's prime.
To evaluate Matt LaFleur. If Matt LaFleur Say we make the playoffs next year as a 7th seed, then maybe he gets fired. But say we go to the NFC Championship and we lose. Are we going to fire a coach for going to the NFC Championship and falling short? No. And so we're going to give him 3 years, evaluate him after that. And after 3 years, the Packers still don't have a Super Bowl, then maybe it's best to move on. But sometimes you have to understand that what Brad was alluding to, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. The sustainability that he's been able to have with the Packers is fantastic. And again, sustainability gives you an opportunity to be part of the game, be part of the opportunity to go to a playoff, to go to a Super Bowl. Every team doesn't have that. You're talking about how great Brock Purdy was and the 49ers were. Where were the 49ers last year around this time?
They struggled.
They sat at home. And so that's what I'm saying, because they had
went to a Super Bowl.
The point is the Packers have been the same thing the last 3 years. If we just, as simply put, I know there's still more results to be had, but the way you're talking, Kyle, they're not going to do anything outside of expectations. So that would just be 7 seed, maybe 1 win, and on we go.
So you're saying expectations didn't have changed? With the injuries that decimated this team, with the guys that got hurt, you don't believe, based off what we saw after Michael Parsons, that the expectations shouldn't have changed?
NFC Championship game would be noble with this team.
No, that'd be great.
It'd be great.
It shouldn't when you have Jordan Love, a $55 million quarterback. We're treating him with kid gloves right now is what we're doing. The offensive line, Josh Jacobs getting healthy. You have wide receivers that you believe in. You believe in so much that you won't even get time to Matthew Golden.
But this defense is bad.
Agreed. That's fine. But don't you think that Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love should be able to win a couple games despite being together 3 years?
At least this one,
that's all I'm getting at. Is we don't need to move the goalposts so far that we're making excuses before the game even happened for Matt LaFleur. I just think it's fascinating where people are at here. We'll go to Jack in Milwaukee, 800-990-3776. You're on the Carbus Talk and text line. How do you, as a Packer fan, take in where they're at and where they're looking forward?
I would say for me, it's the fact that we need a defensive-minded coach. Look at all the great teams and think about the Patriots for 20 years. They had a defensive-minded coach. They won 7 Super Bowls. We've had offensive-minded coach for the last 3 or 4 coaches, and it obviously has only worked once. So something needs to change, and I feel, yes, getting rid of Matt LaFleur would suck, but I feel like bringing in Jeff Hafley, because I feel like if we lose this game to the Bears, if we lose in the playoffs, Jeff Hafley will be gone, and I feel like signing him as head coach would be a very good idea.
Are you talking about the same Jeff Hafley? I like Jeff Hafley. Wait a minute. The same Jeff Hafley that got ran off the hell over by the Ravens?
All right. We could do the same thing. Matt LaFleur was the 28th ranked offensive coordinator at Tennessee before he took this job.
It's completely different. Where's the guy on our team?
No, it's not. He's an offensive-minded guy.
He's talking about firing Matt LaFleur.
But the overall point is I'm fine with people. Their ideas might not be perfect or not, but at least someone's trying to provide a solution on what they feel is best, and because they don't agree with you, you go below the line and try and take out Jack for having a thought about trying what he thinks is best for the Green Bay Packers. When you can look around the league and say, look at your team in Jacksonville, look at the Chicago Bears, look at the New England Patriots, teams that had single-digit wins that were at the bottom of their division and turned it around. So the grass was greener, and if you look at the Packers with their foundation and you don't believe Matt LaFleur's a guy, I'm just playing scenarios right now.
Did you just give trash teams a pick in the top 5 as the grass being greener?
Listen, all I'm trying to say is, with teams without a foundation, we're able to turn it around in 1 year. If teams were able to do that with up-and-coming head coaches, imagine what a head coach could do if you really don't believe in Matt LaFleur. If you come into a situation with a franchise quarterback and an all-pro defensive end. That's my overall point I'm trying to make about the opportunity. If you do believe that Matt LaFleur is not the guy. Now, again, I will continue to reiterate more than Kyle that I believe that they can win 2 games in these playoffs, which he does not.
But you don't believe in a coach.
When did I say that? If anything, I have been more of a Matt LaFleur supporter than you.
Now that is false.
The last 3 weeks, I've had to turn into Matt LaFleur's defender because you think he stinks, and now you're on Goody today.
I want to keep Matt LaFleur.
I know, that's today. Next week, the wind will blow, and you'll be like, Matt, I'm done with you.
Only way I want to fire Matt LaFleur is the Packers lose 35-7.
See, there it is. Like, you won't stand on any business. You won't stand on any business.
What do you mean you get embarrassed? That's a whole nother conversation. That's a disgrace.
Alan in Milwaukee. Alan, what's going on? What do you think?
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
Good.
So much hard to hear me. But I'm out on defensive coaches because the league doesn't allow you to have good defenses multiple years in a row. So having a defensive-minded coach would be a horrible idea. But I think that losing 4 games in a row is a bad look. But I thought when the Bears beat the Packers that it actually saved LaFleur's job at that point before they lost 4 in a row. Because when you look at this division, it's too tight to tinker with anything, no matter what you want to do. The Lions were supposed to win this division, and if they weren't, trying to figure stuff out with coordinators, early in the season, they might have had a chance to put things together. And at the end of the year, around and look, I think the Vikings are only one win behind us, and they kind of were going through the season as the worst team in the league.
Thank you, Alan.
I think that's what's hard is that, like, Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love, this was the year to win the division, right? I mean, I can get these, the Lions being an absolute juggernaut the last 2 seasons. But this season, for Ben Johnson and the Bears to come in and win the division over Matt LaFleur and the Packers, it's crazy to me. That's why this weekend means so much, because he can right that wrong from having a sort of solid, mediocre regular season.
Yeah, it was mediocre, yeah.
Kick off the new year with a delicious deal now through the 7th of January. Through tomorrow, Metcalf's has Connie's Pizza for just $5.99. But don't forget about all the other delicious brands that Palermo's provides to you. Screamin' Sicilian, Urban Pie, Stranger Things Pizza. I know people are going crazy over season 5 ending. Well, they have a Stranger Things Pizza you can get at your local grocer's freezer. Don't forget about Cheez-It. But in the Brust household, we are Screamin' Sicilian fans. Thin and crispy, 2.5 feet of stuffed crust. I'm stuffed crust cheese pizza. The original Screamins with the Boss Hog, Bestier's Revenge, Supremus Maximus. They have it all for you in the local grocer, and they're all absolutely delicious. So find that Screamin' pleasure and taste what all the screaming is about with Palermo's. Resident Bears fan on 100.5 ESPN Madison, Jim Rutledge, can't keep our names out of his mouth.
If my name's going to come out of your mouth, then maybe have me on your show.
We'll hear what he thinks about us next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
Homer. This might be the dumbest thing that he has to have said in his career.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
Is this what you wanted? The 7th-seeded Packers, the 2nd-seeded Bears, Saturday night at Soldier Field. Do or die in the wild card round for these 2 divisional rivals that split the regular season series. This, however, will only be the 3rd time these 2 teams meet in the postseason. The first time back in 1941 when the Bears took care of business. And the other, the 2010 NFC Championship game. We know how that went.
And the winner of the George S. Hallis Trophy, the Green Bay Packers, the first number 6 seed from the NFC to make it to the Super Bowl.
Audio courtesy of Fox. Packers-Bears, 7 o'clock Saturday night.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the 2nd floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the 2nd floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Craving that crispy, cheesy, thick Detroit-style pizza? Well, now you got it with Screamin' Sicilian. Screamin' Sicilian delivers the crunch, the gooey cheese pull, and that light, airy crust that you love, all baked in its own pan for those crave-worthy caramelized edges straight from your home oven. You got the cheese, the pepperoni, multi-meat, or supreme. It's like dining out, but without the hefty bill. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian, Detroit style, thick, crispy, unapologetically screamin'.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Homer here from ESPN Milwaukee. What makes living at Three Pillars so special? Let's hear from my friend Dave.
The campus is beautiful. For me, nature is my church, and I love being outside. We live by the Bark River, and it's calming. It just calms my soul. I just love it. A lot of the people, I'm talking about 100-year-old people, 90 years old, say they credit Three Pillars with living longer.
It's Faison who rises up, throws it down. Faison Fields is a man possessed.
Faison Fields and the Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball team take on Northern Kentucky this Friday. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. at Panther Arena. From clutch three-pointers to rim-rattling dunks to game-changing blocks, you'll experience all the action. Ticket prices start at just $23. Help tilt the floor this Friday at 7. Visit mkepanthers.com for tickets. Panther Athletics for the MKE.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
So, look, I said I was fascinated by the dynamic in which the Packers sit right now. And then I did my own version of reading, which is really just the Carbless Talking text line on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. It's not like a book like Alex Strofe is doing right now. It's so funny, I know, haha. I think that deserved the ching. I think you played that. Never mind. Yeah. Disregard.
Did that. Thanks for producing the show, Benny.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strofe producing the show better than I could. 800-990-3776 is the aforementioned Carbless Talking text line, as well as YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, before we get to Jim Rutledge talking about us, we're going to get back to this, but I just want to read 4 different thoughts that have come through the Carbless Talking text line. It's no coincidence that Matt LaFleur has led this team to a 7 seed 3 years in a row. Judge accordingly based off the injuries on what happens with the playoffs. Coach isn't the problem. 1 unit every year is a crutch. Caveat there, the coach is in charge of all 3 units. If Love is the QB we think he is, he should drag them to an NFC Championship game. So,
wow.
I read all these because there's so many differing opinions on what this team can and should do that is building up into I said it yesterday, the biggest game in the LaFleur-Love tenure, and it's starting to feel that every second we get closer to Saturday. Now, someone who is sitting there happy because they've overachieved is Bears fan Jim Rutledge of 100.5 ESPN Madison. Go ahead, Strofe. What does Jimmy have to say?
But that was directed specifically to one person.
Who?
Ben Brust and KBN, where they're like, we won all the whole game, and they're crying the whole time about but we beat the Packers. That's all the show is today. But you did beat the Bears. I don't care you played better for most of the game. You know what you did? You lost. You know what I would have looked like? A punk if I had gone on air after the Bears got their extra point blocked, or excuse me, their field goal attempt blocked at Soldier Field last year. I didn't go out there and be like, the Bears were in position to win. They should have won. No, the Bears lost. You lost. I don't care who played better. The only thing that matters is who won the game. So it's honestly the most pathetic and beneath Packer fans excuse I've ever seen in my life.
So that was Jim Rutledge on Jim, Matt, and Malley, 4 to 6, ESPN Madison. First and foremost.
The whole game, and they're crying the whole time.
First and foremost, if we can access the show of Jim, Matt, and Malley after the Bears-Packers game in which the field goal was blocked, Strofe, there has got to be something that is absolutely the opposite of what he's trying to tell everyone. He's going to be on the air a year ago saying, yeah, but they put themselves in position to win. They're building something. I swear to God that will be in there, and I wasn't even listening. Number 2, there's a bigger picture than wins and losses in the regular season. It is about using the data points from both Bears-Packers games to project and to figure out why one team or another would have an edge over the other in the playoffs.
It's a surface level argument, just saying, oh, the Bears won. Well, you got to go a little bit deeper. For that game specifically, yes, the Bears won. At one point, the Packers, with about 2.5 minutes to go, 97% chance to win the game. It was statistically nearly impossible for them to pull off what they pulled off to actually win the game. But as an analyst, for what we're supposed to do is you're supposed to take that larger sample size and, as Ben said, project that into what is more likely to happen. So, yeah, it does matter that the Packers played better than the Bears for 58 minutes for the bulk of the game. I would say they also played better than them for most of the first game that they played together. You take in all that data and you try to project it going forward. Just saying the Bears won is a surface level argument. You have to go deeper than that.
Scoreboard.
And you, if you're going to rely on that, if you're going to say, well, the Bears won that game,
What do
I
you
would
say,
say,
Stroh?
how did they win that game? And even Jim would say they won.
That's such a perfect cut.
Even Jim would say they won.
What would Jim say?
That's what translated, he would say they won with some luck and some magic. That is not something you can rely on going forward. So, yes, if the Bears beat the Packers a second time, you would say, okay, that's a sample size that I could look at and say that is meaningful. But the fact that they outplayed the Packers for 2 minutes, yes, they got that win. But extrapolating that to this game, you can't possibly use that. I think of Brian Bulaga talking about that Packer team playing the Atlanta Falcons. What did Brian Bulaga say in 2010 when that team went and played the Falcons? They said, I can't wait for another crack at this team because we're better. We might have just lost, but we left so many opportunities on the table. When we face them again in the playoffs, we're going to beat them. That's exactly what happened. That Packer team, this Packer team is better than this Bears team. They've outplayed them for most of the time playing together. As an analyst, you extrapolate that to the future and you make your decisions that way. If I was a Bears fan, I would be pretty nervous saying that we used a bit of chaos and magic to win a game. They did steal a win. They did win the game. That gives me a little less confidence this weekend.
No fan cares how it happens. We just want to win. Well, if you just look at it that way, then you're never going to be able to look at your team realistically on what they're able to do beyond just a regular season game.
Well, and that's why I was so surprised and confused why these Bears fans were taking victory laps. If you would have just hammered the Packers, I'd say take your victory lap. Take it because you deserve it. But it was such a weird ending to take a victory lap in that fashion. If you celebrate that win, go ahead and celebrate that win. But it means very little in the upcoming game because you can't rely on a 3% chance of victory to be able to pull off the same magic going forward.
Yeah, just winning to win is important. That's the end result is all that truly matters to you, but that's only when you're moving past that game. You don't have to face that other team again. When you actually have to face a team for a third time, you need to look at the data and look at how the game flow went in order to determine, okay, what are our chances moving forward, right? And when you think about this, I think it is insane, right, to really ignore the flaws that your team showed in a game. That's really unwise for you to do. And when you look at the Packers versus the Bears, what they did, remember, that first Packers game, the Packers got up early against the Bears, and what did the Bears do in the second half? They were able to run the ball, control the clock, tie the game, but Jordan Love, because he's great, put the game away, and we ended with an interception, and the Packers won that game. Now, you would think, right, we thought going into that game, oh, the Bears may have a formula, right? They can run the football against the Packers. They'll be able to eat up the clock. They'll be able to control the clock a little bit and control the game, but they were not able to do that. They thought they found something, and when they tried doing it against the Packers in game number 2 at home against the Packers, guess what? They weren't able to successfully do that. Instead, their team scored 3 points through the first 3 quarters of the game, and yes, they won the game, but they don't have a true formula of success to beat the Packers because everything that they have legitimately tried versus helter-skelter at the end of the game where they're just throwing it, hoping for the best, that is not a formula for 4 quarters. So if I'm a Bears fan, I'll be extremely concerned about that.
Good way to put it.
I'd like to add in that Malik Willis played great, but if you are able to control the football the way that the Packers did in game 2, you'd like to think that the quarterback that threw for 3 touchdowns, and they did score fast in that first game, which led to the opportunity of more ball control for the Bears offensively in the second half. It was the 2 3-and-outs and the 2 quick scores, 2 minutes and 4-minute drives. Jordan Love, if that defense was able to do, without Micah Parsons, what they did to the Bears, you'd like to think that the quarterback of Jordan Love would be able to be more efficient in the red zone than Malik Willis was because they left too many points on the table. So again, taking all of that in consideration with Jordan Love back, it's so facto. They got to play the game, but I'd feel better being on the Packers side of things right now.
So again, I just think it's very irresponsible, very unwise for him to sit there and ignore the fact that yes, you won the game, but how you won is so important because did you find anything that you are going to be able to replicate against the Packers again? I would say the answer is no. You can't sit here with confidence and say they found something. They found a way to beat the Packers because at the end of the day, they did not find anything that was a successful formula other than let's just heave it up there and hope for guys to have a broken coverage.
All right. Was I right?
The Bears played a heck of a game. I had a great time. Caleb looked good. The Bears played a heck of a game. I had a great time.
Thought he wasn't doing that after the field goal block. They played a heck of a game.
We won all the whole game.
Caleb played good. That's good.
Yeah, and that also is very. I mean,
that was after the field goal block from 20th.
Carl Brooks' fingertip.
November 18th, 2024.
In the field goal block, your team was losing. You can miss a field goal and lose the game as well.
You deserve a nice swig of water after digging that up.
That was good, Strofe. That was really good. That's
There's probably more to it.
There's probably more.
If you keep listening, there's definitely going to be more.
The Bears
to it.
played a heck of a game. I had a great time. Caleb looked good.
I had a great time. The Bears lost, but I had a great time. That's loser talk.
I don't recall ever saying I had a great time.
Dude, did you have a great time when the Packers lost to the Bears?
I had a great time. Caleb looked good.
And they lost. I hit my hand on the ground, and I sat quietly.
You had to walk out.
I went to
Excuse
baby girl.
yourself.
I said, baby girl, I said, can we? She said, let's go.
Can we? That's how she knows you.
I said to the host, I said, thank you for the invite. We got in the car. She tried to turn on. She said, what do you want to listen to? Nothing.
I had a great time. That is so good.
Oh man!
I had the Bears lost, but I had a great time.
But that's what we have to understand when you're dealing with these Bears fans. That is the mentality that you're dealing with. They are just happy to be part of the party. They're just happy to say, "Oh, well, we made it." I promise y'all, when the Packers win on Saturday, all Bears fans are going to say, "Well, we were ahead of schedule." I want Chicago Bears fans to know.
You're so right.
Look at your schedule for next year. Look at who you have to play for next season. You ain't ahead of no damn schedule. You have a tough schedule next year because you got the number one schedule coming out the NFC North next season. So you got a tough one because I know they got to play the Patriots. I think they got to play the Eagles again. They got to play
the AFC.
AFC, they have to play the Patriots. I think they play the Jags.
Well, you said tough schedule at NFC North. They're going to play their own NFC North.
No,
they're saying as the number one seed of the NFC North, they play the number ones of the.
Number one of, yeah.
Got it.
They have a very difficult schedule going into next year. So
watch out for Duval.
So all I'm saying is this: is that as the Detroit Lions, one year you can be on top of the world, the next year you can be sitting at home during the playoffs. Well, something Matt LaFleur has not done since Jordan Love's been quarterback.
We'll continue this conversation because every conversation is coming back to what the hell are people thinking about this Green Bay Packer team? And I'd say this is a better scenario to be able to dissect to a level that the Packers fans are dissecting the team right now, knowing that what the standard should be is where people want to be, and you can either choose to settle or you can choose to try and find ways to make it better, with the idea knowing that you have an opportunity to win playoff games still with Jordan Love coming back. So there's a lot of noise that still can be made. The Badgers are making plenty of noise, but will it lead to wins? Brad Nortman, the former Badger punter, has a strong take on the transfer portal. Hey, next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Call me daddy.
That just sounds...
It's just, yeah.
Like...
Call me daddy.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All the antics.
Why the hell are we still doing encores? I go to the Killers, and they leave the stage. Oh, thank you, good night. Oh, I can't believe they didn't play Mr. Brightside.
All the action.
Losing somebody like Micah Parsons, everybody on the defense was better because of Micah Parsons, and you lose a guy like that, it's hard to stomach.
The best of both worlds lives right here. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Every so often in medicine, something comes along that is truly revolutionary.
Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, former orthopedic surgeon, now National Medical Director at QC Kinetics.
I believe this is one of those things.
Dr. Scheinkup is talking about regenerative medicine, something he's practiced, researched, and written about for nearly 2 decades.
The old ways of dealing with joint pain, such as steroids and surgery, are no longer the best ways.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, you owe it to yourself to learn more about this exciting option, using your own body's natural power to get lasting relief. And there's no better place to learn than QC Kinetics.
There is no one in this country today with more clinics, more satisfied patients, more advanced protocols, or more experience in using this exciting option to deliver life-changing results.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
What's better than cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand? Cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand that you got for 10% off. And when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank, you get even more. Like 10% off food and 10% off drinks on game day. Like that ice-cold beer in your hand. Plus 15% off Pro Shop gear. Only with Packers checking. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
When storms hit or accidents happen, it's not just about property, it's about people. I'm Mandy Grimal-Lococo with Grimal & Associates Insurance. We help families bundle home, auto, and life coverage so you're never facing life's what-ifs alone. With the heavy rains we've seen in Milwaukee, we'll review your policy to be sure water backup, sump pump failures, and flood risks don't drain your wallet. Your home is more than walls and a roof, it's where life happens. At Grimal & Associates Insurance in Shorewood, we're here to protect your home, your family, and your peace of mind. Call us today at 414-332-0838.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You want to go to the phone line, Strophy? Let's do that. Let's go to the Carbless Talk and Text line on Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. 800-990-3776. Who should we start with? Go to Ryan in Madison. Ryan, you're up on KBN.
What's up, fellas? How you doing today?
Hey.
Doing good.
What up?
Good. You know, I'm the Bears fan, and you guys like to taunt me and whatnot. This is a new year, so I'm going to try to be a better person. Caleb Williams needs a lot of work. The Chicago Bears are like a Cinderella team, and, you know, at some point, the run has to come to an end. I don't know if it'll be this week or what. History says that you guys are probably going to win this one. I don't have the most confidence in a big game, in a playoff game for the Bears. I mean, I don't even know if I can watch this game. I'm getting anxious just thinking about it. I just want a really good game, and, you know, it'd be a lot better if the Packers had all their players. I would feel better about that, because then, if the Bears won, I could actually brag about it. But if the Bears win,
smart man,
you know, it's like, what, we beat a team that's like broken down, like, great, you know. Either way.
Ryan, new year, new you. Who are you? I'm confused.
My goodness, that is incredible.
Ryan, you keep talking like that, I'm never going to be able to hook you again.
I know. I actually was hoping he was going to try and do the, all right, new year, new me, pivot, Strofe dumps him.
No, logic. That was new year, new logic. I like that. Not saying, listen, that was good. That made sense.
That was good.
It made sense.
Carla's talking text line. Are you sure that's a Bears fan? That was a normal take.
Yeah.
We get some pretty wise Bear fans.
It's not everybody. There's a wide range here.
We haven't said anything too spicy to the Bears fans for them to be all mad and calling and being crazy. Yes.
If you're a Bears fan, I don't know how you can feel good about how the first 2 games went. And they won 6 games coming back in the fourth quarter. They've got multiple one-score victories.
It's just the scoreboard, man. Nobody's going to look back.
It's as simple as that. Just the lazy argument. Yeah, we won. Okay,
who cares if we were 2-4 in division? It doesn't matter. So, we won 11 games. We won the NFC North.
So what you're telling me right now,
NFC North champions.
What you're telling me right now is resident Bears fan Jim Rutledge speaks for the fans with simplistic arguments of just look at the scoreboard.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
That's all we got.
Can you believe?
No depth.
That's all it means for this upcoming game.
A team was literally.
If my name's going to come out of your mouth, then maybe have me on your show.
Jim, your team was an overtime win in a miracle away from being 0-6 in a field goal, a comeback win against the Vikings for being 0-6 in the division, the NFC North division. That is awful. I'm telling you that.
I forgot about that game.
They are an illegitimate NFC North champion. Illegitimate. 2-4.
Wow, what a way to put it.
No, for real though. When you think about it, they literally have less wins than they had the least amount of wins in the NFC North. The Vikings went 3-3, the Packers went 3-3, and the Lions, I believe, went 3-3.
Yeah, they beat the Bears twice and
the Lions once. They didn't beat the Packers.
I thought you were talking about the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions. The Lions went 3-3 in the division.
He said the Lions once. Vikings.
Sure, Vikings.
Either way, yes, it all.
They had the worst record in the damn division.
It's very hard.
That's crazy.
I will say it's hard to do and still end up the 2 seed.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
To think you're legitimate, bro? What?
Strofe, I'd like for you to introduce to the audience how you are going. This is a new year with Strofe running the show, doing Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? And he has put together a masterpiece of back-end technology to help Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust be better than ever.
Yeah, we're going to have stats now, fellas. We probably
Nerd, man.
Yeah.
we won't,
Stroke's reading. We got stats.
We won't for a few weeks because we obviously need more than one match of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust to start calculating the average points Ben scores per week, the average points a fan scores per week. I'm going to try to keep track of all of the fan statistics as well. That might not work, but I'm certainly going to try.
You can do that.
I'm going to try.
Just as soon as it's over, type it into the doc.
I will. So it's a new year of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Ben's record in 2026 has officially been reset. 0, 0, and 0.
Can I have a quick nerd man before we go to Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Nerd man.
To put a bow on this losing record in the division. If we're going to, which I don't know.
I got the numbers wrong, by the way. 2-4 Lions, 2-4 Bears, 3-3 Vikings, 4-2 Packers.
This year you're talking about?
Yeah.
I went deep into the stats as much as Nerd Man possibly could. And the last time, this is how rare it is to win your division and have a losing record within your division. Last time it happened, 2010, the Chiefs winning the AFC West. It hasn't happened in 16 years.
I bet you did.
It's an extremely rare situation.
I bet that was a weak AFC West that year.
Probably was.
800-990-3776 to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Brought to you by Lakeland University. Let's go with caller number 12. 800-990-3776. You get to choose the question asker, Kyle or Brad. They will give you 15 questions in 90 seconds. You can try to get through them all. If you skip or pass and then get through them all, you can go back to the ones you skipped. Winner will win an ESPN Wisconsin prize pack and the pride of hopefully losing to me or winning against me, as the record is 0, 0, and 0. 800-990-3776. Caller 12 for Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust in 2 minutes. Then Mark Tauscher after that. Next.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
According to American writer H.L. Mencken, a well-stocked bar can create over 17 billion different cocktails. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. I don't know if 17 billion is accurate or not, but I do know that Discount Liquor is the place to find everything you need to be well-stocked for any occasion. Discount Liquor is Wisconsin's home to over 2,000 varieties of beer, 3,500 types of liquor, and over 8,000 wines. Our unparalleled selection is rivaled only by our incredible savings and everyday low prices. And we know how to take care of our customers, no matter the occasion. In fact, Discount Liquor has won numerous national and local awards. Visit Discount Liquor at our Milwaukee or Waukesha locations. Family owned and operated since 1960.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
In Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Main and Barstow. Check out our specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Game nights will here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Oh, that's right. You are kicking it with KBN. I am Brad Nortman. Right in front of me, Kyle Wallace. And behind the glass, the maestro of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Of course, is Alex Strofe. Now, it is a brand new year. 0-0-0 is Ben's record on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Any way that he wins more than 15 games, or he goes over 500.
Yeah, what's his over-under for the year? So we ended what, with 10 or 11? 11 last year, right?
Let me ask my assistant 1 second.
Okay. I would love to set a line today for an over-under for Ben for the entire year.
I mean, he does all this talking about Matt LaFleur, who's over 500. Shouldn't he be fired from doing this since he sucks at it?
I mean, he should be. He should be. Honestly, though.
11 wins in 52 weeks is pathetic.
That is pretty bad. That would be a fireable offense. He would indeed get fired on Black Monday like all of the rest of the head coaches in the NFL.
That van would be popping out if he had to report on this.
Popping out. Well, today we are going to continue like most of our... over to the KBN Sports Fest with Alex Strofe.
My assistant says he tied a lot, which is unlikely. The over-under line for Ben, 12.5. Can he win more than once a month?
I've got an under.
Pathetic.
I've got the under. And I love that line, though. I love a 12.5 line for Ben.
There's no way this kid wins 12 again. Like 11 and 12, that's so low. It should be like so 20. Low. I mean, you got 52 weeks. Maybe he might be gone a couple times, but he should be close to hovering around 500.
You should be, honestly.
I also have a quick sports note. The Packers have released quarterback Clayton Tune and signed Desmond Ridder to their active roster.
It's a shame. That's a tough look.
Active roster.
Put it all on the field.
That's interesting. Because Clayton, I'm assuming, will go back to the practice squad.
You put him out there to get killed, and then you cut him 2 days later. It's a tough look. Well, anyway, we got Mark in Delafield today. He has won before. Let's not wait any longer. Let's spin its trophy.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University. Don't put your life on hold to earn your degree. Build a schedule that meets your needs. Lakeland.edu.
That's right, it is Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, presented by Lakeland University. Here's how we play. 15 questions in 90 seconds. Get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass. We'll come back to it if you get through the rest. If you beat Ben Brust, you're going to win an ESPN Wisconsin prize package. Official over-under line for the season for Ben Brust. 12.5. Trophy put me down for the under. Today, we have Mark in Delafield, who is our contestant to go against Ben. Hopefully give him a clean loss to start the season. He has won before, so I'm projecting another victory for KBN Nation. Mark, how are we feeling? What's your confidence level, and who would you like to ask you the questions, me or Kyle Wallace?
I feel like I could eat gunpowder and crap dynamite, and I don't care who asks the questions.
That means Brad Nortman is your chance to shine in 2026.
I am eager to ask Mark the questions after a line like that. Mark,
gunpowder and crap dynamite.
I've never heard that before.
I don't know that I have
but I'm in love with it. Just like that, I'm in love with it. Mark, any questions before we get going?
No, let's go.
All right, let's go. You heard the man. 3, 2, 1. What kitchen tool is used to strain pasta?
Pass.
What animal is known for its quills?
Porcupine.
What animal can live both on land and in water?
An amphibian.
What document begins with the words, "We the people"?
The Declaration of Independence.
What do you call a group of crows?
A murder.
What is the main ingredient in pesto?
Tomatoes.
What country is home to the city of Vienna?
Austria.
What does a geologist study?
Rocks.
What do you call a word that has the same spelling but different meaning?
Pass.
What part of the body does an optometrist specialize in?
Eyes.
What part of the eye controls how much light enters?
Iris.
What fabric is traditionally used to make denim?
Cotton.
What gas makes soda fizzy?
Carbon dioxide.
What term describes animals that are active at night?
Nocturnal.
What item is traditionally thrown at weddings for good luck?
Rice.
Ben doesn't stand a chance.
He cooked.
It's over. We need you to call once a month.
I think Mark might even say there's a couple he would like back.
Yeah, there
but
might
he
be.
cooked.
What do you say? He eat poop and pea dynamite? What is it?
No, he eats gunpowder and craps
poop.
dynamite.
Yeah.
So another thing we are introducing this year is there's going to be a leaderboard. I'm going to keep track of how all the fans' top scores.
Like it.
I have a hard time believing Mark's going to leave from the first game. That's double digits. That's a 10 spot.
10 spot
I'm
for
shocked,
Mark.
man, and he was good.
This man is the Babe Ruth of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Yeah.
I mean, who says eat gunpowder, poop dynamite, and then puts up a 10 spot?
We got to tell Ben that's what he's up against.
Yeah,
that was
I mean,
phenomenal.
sometimes we like put on this show like, how are you going to do? This one, there's no faking it.
Yeah, we need to make sure I close. I'm trying to close his laptop. It's so far away.
Make sure you turn that. Yeah, he slammed it pretty
no, we
hard.
need to shut it all the
GKB
way.
property right there.
Nah, GKB bad. They can replace it.
Okay.
It goes towards me.
They don't charge you, Ben.
It's in my new 2026 Adobe sign agreement that I just got back.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
wow.
Wait, what?
Any damaged property you have to pay for?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it kinda makes sense.
What did you do to get this to happen? Is to poop on a chair?
Yeah, hold on.
Well, he pooped on a chair.
What document did you sign?
Pooped on a chair.
You
No
pooped on-
context, pooped
Was it
on a chair.
specific to Ben Brust or is this
No,
company
I thought it was a
policy?
fart and it wasn't, and
You
it didn't
pooped-
get on the chair.
And you pooped on a chair. I don't know. Did I say anything that was false?
I'm just saying, let the listeners know what actually happened.
He pooped on a chair. And also, this guy you're about to go against said what?
He said, before we ask the questions, I'm going to eat dynamite. No, eat gunpowder and poop dynamite.
Yes.
Powerful.
I mean, that's what we said.
Yeah, and let me tell you, he did a lot of poo.
Yeah.
Today, you cooked. You're not going to win.
It was
2026.
a strong start to 26.
It's okay. You have next week.
Yeah,
That's
it's all
another
right.
try.
Oh, and we
I'm a Bears fan.
And we
Except
set
they won't have
an
next week.
We set an over under
Yeah.
for your win total for the year.
I talked to my assistant,
I
given
don't
your
like
statistics from last year. You're
Ask him what he thinks it's.
Everyone, you guys got a lot of energy.
We're excited. What do you think your over-underline is for the year for wins?
After we consulted his
12 and a
assistant.
half.
Nailed it.
Wow, that's a gambler right there.
You suck. You set your bar so low.
I'm going off of history of winning 10 games last year.
It is 12 and a half.
Can you win more than one game a month is the bar.
Wow. Well, it looks like I'm currently you guys going to need next week, so let's get to it.
You really want to set it that low?
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
but
I mean, I
both
got
Schroepf's
I
assistant
need a
and the
proof
man
of
himself.
concept.
Proof of concept.
All right. Any questions, Ben? Oh, I guess I gotta go through the read. 15 questions in 90 seconds to have as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass. We'll come back through if you get through the rest. If you beat Mark in Delafield, which I don't even know why you try at this point, he's gonna win. He won't win the ESPN Wisconsin prize package. Ben, your record 0-0-0. Clean slate. Any questions?
Who poops dynamite? I poop what?
Poop. Feces.
Actual poop. Based on history again.
Poop.
All right, any questions?
No.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What kitchen tool is used to strain pasta?
A strainer.
What animal is known for its quills?
Pass.
What animal can live both on land and water?
A herbivore.
What document begins with the words "We the People"?
In order to form a more perfect union. Pass! What's wrong with me?
What do you call a group of crows?
A flock.
What is the main ingredient to pesto?
Dude, man.
Wow, this is bad.
Pass.
What country is home to the city of Vienna?
Seriously?
Jeez.
Switzerland?
What does a geologist study?
Rocks.
On the board.
What do you call a word that has the same spelling but different meaning?
Onomatopoeia.
What part of the body does an optometrist specialize in?
Eyes.
What part of the eye controls how much light enters?
The pupil.
What fabric is traditionally used to make denim?
Jeans.
Oh, yeah.
What gas makes soda fizzy?
Carbon.
What term describes animals active at night?
Active?
What term describes animals active at night?
Nocturnal?
Hey, you got that one. Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
That brain was working
Dude,
slow.
I got brain fog going right now.
Yeah, it seemed like it. It seemed like it
Pesto?
just wasn't registering.
Yeah, pesto. Oh, wait, what is it? Yeah, you'll find out.
Pesto?
Well, we'll tell you the answers in a moment. So just to recap for Benny, Mark and Delafield started about as hot, and we're going to be tracking a leaderboard now for the best fan score of the year as well. Mark and Delafield, I don't know if he'll get knocked off. That's a 10 spot to start the year.
Yeah, 10 spot.
Wow.
You got
he
4.
cooked.
You got 4.
Oof.
Well, we used to, at Wisconsin basketball, do the same drill to start every practice. We would do the 3-man weave with shooting. We'd do 2s and 3s. And then if we did better than what we did, Coach Ryan would say, you guys up the average, or you lowered the average. So I have a feeling I can up the average next week by scoring more than 4.
Yeah, this is one of those where they keep track of like point differential in the NFL, margin of victory. This is a pretty big point differential to start.
These are really good questions.
Congrats to Mark and Delafield starting super hot with a 10 spot, and Ben got a 4, so Ben is 0-1 and 0. Let's go through the questions. What kitchen tool is used to strain pasta? Now, I call it a strainer as well, but technically the name for that is a colander.
Oh, give me a break.
It's not a strain. We use the word strain in the question. You can't say the word I used in the question.
Sometimes there's strict
What used to
questions.
strain pasta?
But you know it's called a colander, right?
No, I did
You've
not.
heard of
I've
a
never
colander?
heard of colander.
You've never heard of a colander.
I've strained. Yeah, I don't need the terms. I just need the stuff.
Wow. Okay, it's a colander what we're looking for. What animal is known for its quills?
Does he know what quills are?
What's quill?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
Seems like something with a bird.
A porcupine.
He's thinking of the
Spikes.
quill like the pin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, feathers, yes.
A porcupine is known for its quills. An animal that can live on both land and in water is an amphibian.
Amphibian. Yeah, just brain fog.
Yeah.
That's what I'm putting it on.
What document?
You should also write the excuse that I have for the performance in your Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust spreadsheet.
I'm surprised we didn't even get a guess out of you on this one. What document begins with the words "We the People"?
Keep singing a song, because you were singing a song, and I'm trying to
establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide.
I mean, there's only like 3 that come to mind with these kind
union.
of.
What does this song have to do with the Constitution?
The Constitution.
It's the Constitution?
Yeah. I mean, you could have said Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights. At least you're in like.
I know, but I was only thinking Declaration and Bill of Rights, and I missed the Constitution.
What do you call a group of crows a murder?
That what happened in today's game. You got
murdered. Okay, main ingredient to pesto. We're going to try to revive.
I see it on the carb list talking text line.
Basil. Basil. What country is home to the city of Vienna? Austria. Austria. Right next to Switzerland, I believe.
Well,
right
it's in the ballpark.
Yeah. What does a geologist study? Rocks. Very good. That's what got you going in 2026.
When I heard on the board there, I was like, I thought I got Strainer.
Stunned. What do you call a word that's the same spelling but different meanings? Homonym.
I would never have got that.
You got this one right. What part of the body does
real quick, homonym, that's going to be this year's, what's the word?
Onomatopoeia?
No.
Palindrome.
Palindrome. Thank you, yes.
I mean, we have those all come all the time. The Jane Austens of the world, Margaret Thatchers of the world. I'd love to see Margaret Thatcher come back.
Keep going. We got Tauscher.
What part of the eye controls how much light enters? Pupil.
Good.
Pupil. Well, what fabric is traditionally used to make denim? Not jeans. Cotton. Cotton is used to make denim. What gas makes soda fizzy? Gosh, you were so close. Carbon dioxide.
It was carbon dioxide?
Not just carbon
So
dioxide.
I have a question. Isn't carbon dioxide what you breathe out?
Yeah.
Isn't that bad for you?
No. I mean, you can't run on it. Your body needs oxygen to run, but carbon dioxide is critical in the world of gases to keep this ecosystem going.
All right, keep going, yeah.
And finally, yes, active animals at night are nocturnal.
All right, onwards. Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust is brought to you by Lakeland University, Wisconsin's leader in flexible and personalized education. Whether you're just starting college, finishing your degree, or balancing work and family, Lakeland lets you earn your degree your way. Lakeland University, experience it your way. Do you think they have MBAs?
At Lakeland?
Yeah. Think I can go back to school and educate myself?
Get a master's.
Why do you want your MBA?
I don't know. It'd look really cool.
Or you get a master's in something. MBA is a little bit of a commitment.
I was just saying MBA. I don't really know what an MBA is.
Lakeland
Masters in Business Administration.
They have a online MBA.
You have an online MBA program.
You should do it.
Well, I don't know if it'll be accepted.
You should do it.
You don't know that.
Well, I guess you know how to pull some strings. Huh?
You could talk statistics. Like deep statistics.
I wouldn't be taking statistics. Is that what an MBA is?
Yeah, you have to take statistics as
Did you
part of
not
that.
know what an MBA stands for?
No.
Wait a minute.
Masters in Business Administration?
So you got to take statistics and you have to take probably accounting. Ooh,
Yeah, dude, you're gonna
accounting
be,
class.
You'll be a business guy.
Nah, just do sales.
I'm out.
You got to take the gambit.
Yeah, I'm out.
Give it to the smart folks at Lakeland University.
Scheduled to appear is Mark Tauscher, but we have something planned if he is not available. Strove's having a tough day scheduling old T. Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
But I got a bone to pick with Strove next. More
Bone
questions?
to pick? I have a question, yeah. How are babies made?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got a couple of issues out on the road right now. 43 northbound at Hampton. The left shoulder is blocked with a crash. We've also got a crash on the off-ramp to Highland Avenue from southbound 43. So this is going to be making for a little bit of a slippery conditions type of a thing. You want to be extra careful out there. We've also got an earlier accident right around 84th Street on 894 that has just gotten cleared out of the way, so that's good news. Westbound 94 slowing from 27th Street to Hawley Road. Eastbound from 92nd Street past Hawley Road, and then you're back on the brakes through the Marquette interchange to about 2nd Street. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner, dedicated to helping businesses do business better. Visit jamesimaging.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today. Rain showers, mostly cloudy, a high of 40. Tonight, rain tapering off, patchy fog possible with a low of 29. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Is this what you wanted? The 7th-seeded Packers, the 2nd-seeded Bears, Saturday night at Soldier Field. Do or die in the wild card round for these two divisional rivals that split the regular season series. This, however, will only be the 3rd time these two teams meet in the postseason. The first time back in 1941 when the Bears took care of business, and the other, the 2010 NFC Championship game. We know how that went.
And the winner of the George S. Hallis Trophy, the Green Bay Packers, the first number 6 seed from the NFC to make it to the Super Bowl.
Audio courtesy of Fox. Packers-Bears, 7 o'clock Saturday night.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank, member FDIC.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Look out, world, we're getting strong. The future's here and we belong. She can STEM, she can do more. Like build a rocket and watch it soar. Or clean the oceans and make the world a better place. Oh, she can STEM, so can you. Find a cure, invent something new. There's no challenge in the world that she can't face. She can STEM.
Learn more at She Can STEM. A message brought to you by the Ad Council.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The start of a new year, you're probably looking at a couple resolutions, wondering where can I tighten up and where can I improve? Well, let me tell you one area that is able to continue to stay constant, and that's an ice-cold carbless. I'm doing the same thing. I'm looking, how can I live a little bit more improved and feel a little bit better? Well, luckily, Carbless is a part of every single part of it, and it can be for you too. The ingredients inside that Carbless can, oh, I trust them completely. You know them. There's nothing in there that I look at and think to myself, I don't want that in my body. Not only that, there's just a zero guilt experience when drinking Carbless. No sugar, no carbs, no gluten, just 100 calories per can, and less carbonation so your body doesn't feel so bloated after, but oh boy, does it quench that flavor. Just yesterday, Lexi ran to Costco. I said, Lexi, make sure that you pick up that margarita variety pack. Make sure you pick up the original variety pack while you're at it. The Nortman fridge is full of it, and even me, with my own resolutions for 2026, Carbless is a part of it. So you can feel flawless, you can feel good, and you can enjoy yourself with a Carbless this new year. Make 2026 the best one yet, and make it with a Carbless in your hand.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. We'll have Mark Tauscher either this segment or next segment or the segment after. We don't know, but Old T will join us at some point here across ESPN Wisconsin. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. So there's been a lot of defense conversations since Micah Parsons has went down, but that I don't think should get in the way of your projection into this Saturday's game.
Yeah, I mean, you've got guys that showed up on Sunday to be able to, show that they can, with Barron Sorrell and Kyle Oliver, be able to show up and actually do something. But Jeff Hafley, this is where you rely on a guy like Jeff Hafley. You need to be able to scheme yourself in a way to be able to contain this run game. And they've shown that even without Micah Parsons, they can stop the run. They can stop this Bears team and slow them down in their tracks. So even though this defense has been struggling, and the advanced statistics would say that since week 10, this defense is like 25th in EPA. When you're talking about what a defense is expected to do, what they actually do, they're in the bottom third of the league. So make no mistake, the Packer defense is really struggling. But honestly, what it comes down to Jordan Love then. Even if this Packer defense, which I still think they can contain a little bit, even if they don't contain the Bears in the way you think, It comes down to your $55 million quarterback. A $55 million top 10 quarterback in Jordan Love. He should be able to beat this team no matter what your defense does. Look at what Brock Purdy did Monday Night Football a couple weeks ago. If it takes scoring a touchdown every possession, you score a touchdown every possession. That's what top quarterbacks do. That's what you're paying Jordan Love to do. Cover up the ills of the rest of the team, and yes, that even includes the defense. So, I can't necessarily say that he can do that all the way to the Super Bowl, but when you're facing also a bad defense in the Chicago Bears in the wild card round, this is what you pay Jordan Love for, a $55 million quarterback and a top 10 quarterback, all of which I believe Jordan Love to do. He single-handedly should be the reason why they win this game, and I expect him to do so.
Yeah, the game against the Ravens was a disgusting display of defense from the Green Bay.
It's the only thing when Brad was talking about the defense where it's just so hard to get out of everyone's head.
It's hard to get out of our heads, but hopefully what we'll find out was that an anomaly. And I say that because in the 2 or 3 games without Micah Parsons, for the full game, we saw how well the defense did perform against the Bears until it all fell apart. And it all fell apart when we're talking about a face mask penalty. We're talking about a blown coverage as well, but we're also talking about being on the field for a long period of time, and then the onside kick, and then being on the field again, and then having to be on the field again in overtime. So it was just a lot coming at that defense in a short period of time. And then you look at the Minnesota game, the Vikings did have their starters out there. I mean, Addison played, Jefferson played, and they had their starting quarterback in J.J. McCarthy, who continues to struggle despite going against backups against the Packers. And the Packers in the 2 or 3 games without Micah Parsons, I would say put up solid performances. And so my concern going into this game isn't that the Packers aren't going to be able to stop the Bears' offense. They have shown that they understand, and Jeff Hafley can devise a game plan to slow down the Bears' offense. Matter of fact, the Packers outrushed the Bears in their last game inside of Chicago. And so I'm not very concerned about this defense completely collapsing and falling apart against the offense of the Bears that has displayed that they have been inconsistent when playing against the Green Bay Packers. And so, no, I don't think the defense is going to be the Achilles heel for the Packers. I just think it's going to be a tough matchup that's going to come down to who has the ball last and who forces the big turnover.
Yeah, no, look, I hear you on the conversation around the defense and what we saw without Micah Parsons in Soldier Field. But ultimately, I think what Brad is saying is like the thing that you have to continue to look at and just be honest with yourself. If you truly believe that Jordan Love is your franchise quarterback, that you're paying all this money to win football games, this is one that is winnable, right? Like the line in Vegas basically has it as a pick'em, and this is a team that you've seen twice. And when Jordan Love did play, he threw an early interception, had his QB amnesia, let that one go, and cooked him the rest of the way. So when Jordan Love has played that full game, he's never lost to the Bears. That's just a fact. Now, he's been out for a second half at Week 18. That was a weird game, and obviously the concussion started this after the Broncos game of kind of this downfall of the regular season, but he is healthy. He's in a spot now where it's time to put up or shut up. The whole and when you say Jordan Love, it's directly reflected with Matt LaFleur. If Matt LaFleur is able to truly trust him, then we'll see performances that we saw against the NFC North, like the Vikings and the Bears and the Lions in 3 straight games. Honestly, there's no time for any more excuses. There's no time for, well, he's going to be rusty. Like, it's just not time for that. This is the playoffs, and you're playing a team you know. So are you going to outperform them, or are you going to find even more reasons why this team is faltering towards the end of the year? I don't believe that's going to be the case, but they're going to show us what they're made of.
Well, you're not facing a top 5 defense. I mean, yes, the Packers' defense is not as stout as you'd like it to be, and your main weapon in Micah Parsons is gone. Regardless of that fact, the Bears' defense is just as bad as this version of the Green Bay Packers. So that almost equalizes one another. Because of that, Jordan Love has and Matt LaFleur by extension, they have no excuse to protect the ball because we know the Bears rely on turnovers. So you make smart decisions, you protect the ball, put your guys in good situations. And if you are someone that can go out there and perform to the level of your contract, to the level of where we put him at, which is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, then there should be no problem to go against a bottom third defense. And if you got to score 35 points, you go score 35 points. And if that means you got to slow the pace down, you slow the pace down. He should be able to be a maestro to control this game and be the guy that the Green Bay Packers need him to be, and that's who I suspect him to be on Saturday night.
Well, there's some good news. The Super Bowl champ, Packer Hall of Famer, host of Willie and Tauscher, Mark Tauscher, is going to join us next. But before Tauscher joins us, just know if you're heading to a Milwaukee Bucks game, make Potawatomi Sportsbook your spot to catch a shuttle with free parking at the casino. I mean, you don't want to park and pay all the money next to Fiserv Forum. So don't. You can go park at Potawatomi, place a bet, or get a drink, and you get a wristband on request, and you'll hop on a shuttle. Wristbands are required for leaving Potawatomi, but not for getting back on the return shuttle. Seating is limited for a first-come, first-served basis. Pickup and drop-off is by the annex next to the sports book, and they depart 1 hour and 15 minutes before the game, and beginning the third quarter, run nonstop until 1 hour after the game. That is a win. You can also have a win at the hotel, casino, and sports book. It has everything you need at Potawatomi Casino Hotel and their amazing sports book. Joining us next is Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
Babe Ruth was short, fat. Well, I don't know how short he was. He looked short in the video. He was fat. He was stubby. He looked fat. He tried it. He didn't have a sprint. Have you ever seen Babe Ruth sprint? I wonder how many steals he had. 0.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some... Why are you throwing... I don't want...
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Kick off the new year with a smarter home and bigger savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows to lock in the warmth, durable roofing, eye-catching siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Start the year off right and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our New Year savings event. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. This deal won't last all winter. Exterior Pros and Baths. New year, new home, done right.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Michelle Smallman.
If anyone knows winning, it's Tom Brady. He knows what a winning owner looks like. He knows what a winning head coach looks like. He knows what a winning locker room looks like. He's been a part of the greatest dynasty we will ever see in football. However, he was a part of last year. And I understand his thought process with Pete Carroll because just like Tom Brady, Pete Carroll is a winner at the collegiate level, at the NFL level. And despite his age, you know what he brings to a locker room. You know what he brings to an organization. It was shocking to me how bad the Raiders were. I did not expect this in any way, shape, or form. Did I expect him to, in 1 year, turn this team, especially with this grouping of personnel, around into a Super Bowl champion? No. Did I expect them to be tough and be competitive? Absolutely. And they were neither. Tom Brady has to wear that one. And even though I want to put faith in him and his ability to improve and be excellent at everything that he does, I also have no faith in Mark Davis and the Raiders as a whole to get this right.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Avatar Fire and Dash has arrived.
I am the fire!
Get your 3D tickets now for the greatest chapter of the biggest saga in history.
Whatever happens, protect his family.
No!
Critics rave it's by far the best Avatar movie.
If your father and I do not return, you go as far and as fast as you can.
Movies don't get any bigger than this. Avatar Fire and Ash. Rated PG-13. Now playing.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KB.
Joining us now on Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin is the Super Bowl champ, Packer Hall of Famer, Mark Tauscher. Listen to him on Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations. What's up, old T?
Good afternoon, fellas. How are we?
Doing well, Tausch. Doing well. I found it fascinating to hear Evan Cohen on Wilde and Tausch talk about the Green Bay Packers as a team that if you're looking for LaFleur in this group to meet expectations, they will do it, but they won't exceed them. Do you think that was a fair statement by old Evco?
I think at this point, yeah. I don't know. I mean, how do you argue with Evan's point? Now, Evan said a lot of other stuff that I thought was crazy, like there's more pressure on Ben Johnson than there is on Matt LaFleur, which is insane. And the
really?
that's so some of the
Why
some
is
of
that
the
insane?
other stuff that he said. What, you think there's more pressure on
He's
Ben
the only
Johnson
one.
than
I
on
got
Matt
Brad
LaFleur?
coming on my side, but Kyle thinks there's more pressure on the Bears.
Kyle, I'm not. I mean, you really think that?
No, I'm saying, what is the pressure on Matt LaFleur? If they lose on Saturday, there's already a built-in excuse that it seems like the president of the organization and the Packers fans understand that this team is beat up, this team is hurt. They're not expected to win a Super Bowl this year, are they? Based off like what has transpired throughout the season, you're not thinking we're going to Santa Clara.
I'm not, but that's not what I said. I'm not even asking that.
Well, yeah, pressure. Ben Johnson's team is the number 2 seed. They won the NFC North, and they still have something to prove. A team that went 2-4 in the division. I feel
They're
like this
already
is a
overachieving what their expectations were.
Yeah, but it's only one
all right.
season.
You know what, Kyle? Hey, I disagree vehemently with you. I don't know.
You'll learn, Tausch, that if you disagree with Kyle, you're not going to change his mind.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and pound for 15 minutes on telling you why that's crazy, because Ben Johnson, the amount of house money and good grace and everything else that he's built in 7 months is unbelievable. And I think everybody realizes Green Bay, when you look at the 8 quarters of football, 6.5 of them have been pretty dominated by the Green Bay Packers. Now, I get it. You didn't win one of them, so that's fair. You can criticize that all you want.
Mm-hmm.
But to make it look anything else, Matt LaFleur has struggled in the playoffs. We haven't gotten there. We haven't done what I think all Packer fans are hoping for. And there's going to be an inordinate amount of, I think, just imagine what the postseason, what next offseason is going to look like. Just from a mindset standpoint, from a fan standpoint, if Green Bay goes down there and gets beat up by the Chicago Bears, it's going to be a long, miserable offseason. And in Chicago, it's going to be glorious regardless, because everybody thinks they got the right coach and the right quarterback moving forward.
Tausch, is there any scenario that can happen on Saturday night where, in your opinion, Matt LaFleur is not back as the head coach in 2026?
The only thing I could think, it's not going to be, I think the Packers are going to want him back. It's going to be, is Matt LaFleur and his team going to stick to a number that the Packers don't want to match, which I would be surprised by that. But that would be the case. I don't think, even if the Bears boat race us, I don't envision Ed Policy saying we need a new head football coach. Obviously, that would be a big move by Ed, and not saying I don't think anybody really knows what his management style is yet, because he hasn't had to make one of those big decisions. But if Green Bay goes and gets beat late, I don't envision it. The only way there'd be even probably a lot of thought is if Chicago just dominated us from the jump, and I don't think any of us anticipate that happening.
A quick follow-up, Tausch. Are you saying that Matt LaFleur and his team have more leverage than Ed Policy and the Packers in this negotiation?
No, it's not what I'm saying. You asked me what I thought could happen, and the only way I think something like that would is if there's a big difference of what that value is. I don't think that's the case, but I appreciate the follow-up. You guys are very testy.
No, don't put us all together. I deal with the testiness.
Oh my gosh, you were not even
It
that
is.
testy.
Listen, By the way, I like it. I don't mind a little testiness.
Okay.
Bring it.
He's like
But
Kyle.
it's
He likes a
very
little
testy.
spice.
Okay.
So
I'm just trying
2025
to connect the dots, Tausch. That's all I'm trying to do is connect the dots.
2025 was a group think. Now 2026 is we're testy. God.
Too early. Kyle, it's too early to know that for sure. All I can go
You need
off
some
is
more
first
data
appearance,
points.
And it's been very testy. Very testy.
All right, well, let's calm and simmer down here.
Stay testy.
Well, I don't have.
No,
I
keep it
wasn't being testy. I was
What other hot takes? Kyle, let me ask you this, Kyle.
Yeah, come
The
on.
Bears beat us 31-17. What are you doing if you're Ed Policy?
If I'm at policy, I'm still not rocking the boat. I'm looking at this roster and understanding that you're missing your most important piece on defense in Micah Parsons. And you're missing not your second most important piece, but your second best defensive lineman in Devontae Wyatt. And you know that he has played a really big role for your defensive line this year. You're missing him as well. You look on the offensive side of football where there should be no excuses because I think this is as healthy they're going to get without having Tucker Kraft, but you're still missing Tucker Kraft.
There should be no excuses, but
I'm just saying when you evaluate everything as a whole and you look at Josh Jacobs where the knee may or may not be healthy, I do not know. This team is really beat up on the offensive side of the football, specifically with Tucker Kraft.
All right.
And with
I like that you're going there because this is where I was going to go with Tausch.
yeah, because so that's what I'm saying. So when I look at it, yes, I'm bringing him back. I would be disappointed, but anybody who watched this team this year understands that in the second half of Denver, when Michael went down, the season went away, just like that.
Is that fair or unfair, Tausch, when you look around the league and you've been in the NFL, everybody has injuries. You look at the Niners, but you also look at how long Matt LaFleur's been the coach. Like, he should have built a culture in a team that doesn't lose the 3 straight. I'm not counting the 4th. And then if you lose how do you dissect everything that's happened and put expectations in a place that's fair? Because I've seen 50 different opinions on what Packer fans think should happen next without even knowing the end result of Saturday.
Yeah, there's no excuses in sports. We all know that, but there can be reasons. And when you look at you're taking 2 of your top 4 players on your team, on your whole roster. And I was a part of a group. We had 15 guys on IR. A lot of guys. Obviously everybody had backups that came in. But it wasn't Aaron Rodgers. It wasn't Charles Woodson. And you're basically you're taking away your biggest playmaker on the defensive side of the ball and your biggest weapon before Christian Watson came back on the offensive side of the football, and you're expecting to go and do the same thing you can. If you can pull it off, it is unbelievable. And you should be applauded for that. But if you fall short, you shouldn't be sitting here and saying you guys stink and you can't do it. Any team that takes 2 of their top 4 guys off of their roster and expects to beat the best teams on the road in the playoffs.
Exactly, they're a 2 seed.
I do think that's an unfair ask.
Just called them a fraudulent 2
They are a
seed.
fraudulent 2 seed.
Now you're using that for your argument. That's my problem.
What I'm saying is I believe the Packers are a better football team than the Bears. I do believe they win on Saturday. But what I'm saying is we cannot diminish the fact that they are at home. They are a 2 seed. And regardless of how ugly their wins have been or how spectacular wins have been, they have found a way to win some of these football games. So to say that there's no pressure on Ben Johnson or there's more pressure on Matt LaFleur, neither coach is losing their job based off a loss on Saturday. Like that, so the pressure to me should be on the team that is the highest seed, right?
That's just you deflecting how you feel if they lose.
Kyle, I would just ask you this: you know our friends down at ESPN 1000. How are they going to respond? How do you think their offseason goes? Do you think they're excited about? Oh my God, we got our coach, we got our guy, we build, and we have some things we need to get better at. And do you think that's going to be the same conversation here on all of our stations?
Well, listen, regardless of what happens in the playoffs, the Packers aren't winning the Super Bowl, and the conversation is going to be about, will he get the extension? Will Goody get the extension as well with Matt LaFleur? What will this team do?
But you just said they're both going to.
So I believe they're going to, but we don't know how quickly that's going to be. But that's going to be part of the conversation. And then after that, it's still going to transition to championship, because the last 3 seasons, we've all had excuses for Jordan Love's first year. Jordan Love got hurt last season, and now the Packers are decimated with injuries this year. There's been excuses for the last 3 seasons. So now going into year 4, everybody's going to be talking about at a certain point, you got to move past these excuses and finally win a championship and compete for a championship.
Tauscher, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Who's the better play caller, LaFleur or Johnson?
Ooh, good question. I think when you look at the whole body of work, LaFleur has been. I think Matt LaFleur is a really good play caller. Ben Johnson's probably sexier, but the fact that Matt LaFleur has been doing this longer and at a pretty high level, I think most people would say Ben Johnson, but I'm going to say Matt LaFleur just because of the longevity of it and what he's been able to do both with a veteran, MVP quarterback, and obviously what he's been able to do with Jordan.
So is that your way of saying Johnson has been better this year than LaFleur?
Well, you have to give Ben Johnson credit this year. Now, his quarterback is still completing passes under 58%, I think is the number. So, the job of a coordinator / play caller is get him some easy layups, find some, in-rhythm throws and get your quarterback in rhythm. And I don't know if he's done that as well as even he would like. I mean, there have been times during the season that he did against Detroit. They need to be better. So I think he was more impressive with Jared Goff and what he did with the Detroit Lions offensively than I would say what he's done. I think as a head football coach and as an leading an organization, he's been really impressive. But as far as play calling goes, yeah, he's got a younger quarterback, and I think he's had Caleb make big steps. But I still don't know if I'd say that it's better than what Matt LaFleur has done.
Tausch, is it fair for me to say, regardless of the Bears offense and Packers defense, which we know the Packers defense is struggling, is it fair to me to say, plain and simple, a $55 million quarterback, who I believe is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, wins this wild card game? He just does. Any other quarterback that is in that same realm would win this game. So this game is all pressure on Jordan Love.
There's a lot of pressure on Jordan Love. I think it's very fair to say that you're going against the defense that we saw what Brock Purdy did against them, and I think we saw Malik Willis, and we saw Jordan Love do some good things. The issue is, and you're not going to make excuses, but the biggest part to me is going to be how quickly can he get in rhythm, because he's missed basically 3 games. And 3 weeks in the NFL is eternity. But if the Packers are going to make a run, and if they're going to beat the Bears, and then if they're going to have any shot at going up to Seattle and win, I think Jordan Love and Christian Watson need to be premier players in this league. You can't just be average, good players. You need to be premier. That's how you win playoff games. And Jordan Love has shown, the Dallas game and for 3 quarters of San Fran a couple years ago. Last year, he didn't. Philadelphia, it wasn't there. And he has – playoffs is where you start building your legacy. The regular season, you can, legacies are made in the playoffs, and this, I think, will be a great start for Jordan to build off of that, because he's had some success. But this is a game that I think he's looking at, and he should be salivating that he should be able to do some pretty big things.
Legacies are made in the playoffs. And Tausch, we hope that this isn't the last dog of the game on Green Bay game night on Saturday night. Look forward to hearing you.
Yeah, I don't even know. Who would you have picked on Sunday for the dog?
Daniel Whalen.
Really?
That's what I went with.
Good
What about
choice.
99
It was him or Sorrell.
Yeah.
Sorrell and Whalen.
You guys.
Yeah.
Whelan had 480-some yards punting, which is, it's not a place you want to be.
It's lovely.
He should be the all-pro punter. Would you not agree, Nordy?
He should be in the conversation.
First in yards, fourth in net.
Yeah, I mean, that's a sensational year. Punting outside. Another thing on cold weather.
You, Jesse Nelson? You want to start a conversation? Come on. Nordy, is he the all-pro punter or not?
He's an all-pro punter, Tausch.
Oh, look at that.
There it is. There it is. Tausch, you got a little testy there. All right, LT.
Yeah, I did. I just learned from watching Brad, just following up. That's all I'm doing.
That's right.
Just a quick follow-up.
That's what the pros do, Tausch.
Quick follow-up here.
What a start to 2026.
Quick follow-up here, Brad. All right, see you, boys.
That's T. I love going to the Princeton Club because they have free childcare with the membership. It's a clean health club. You can get the best rate of the year right now in 2026, and they have something for everyone. It's all about growth in 2026. How are you going to grow your foundation? How are you going to start your better tomorrow? Well, you can start today by going to the Princeton Club and getting a tour, seeing the atmosphere, seeing the bathrooms, the steam room, the sauna, the locker room, the equipment, the vibe, the atmosphere. Everything you have is right there for you to grow your health in 2026. So the Madison locations, New Bern location, make sure you go check it out, get a tour, and you'll be on your way to finding a better tomorrow. We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin portion. Head to the 414 Hour 4 next on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
His career success rate was 51%. That's trash.
That's trash. That's really bad.
I'm Ricky Henderson in 1923. I want y'all to understand that.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got got a couple of issues out on the road right now. 43 northbound at Hampton. The left shoulder is blocked with a crash. We've also got a crash on the off-ramp to Highland Avenue from southbound 43. So this is going to be making for a little bit of a slippery conditions type of a thing. You want to be extra careful out there. We've also got an earlier accident right around 84th Street on 894 that has just gotten cleared out of the way, so that's good news. Westbound 94 slowing from 27th Street to Hawley Road, eastbound from 92nd Street past Hawley Road, and then you're back on the brakes through the Marquette interchange to about 2nd Street. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner, dedicated to helping businesses do business better. Visit jamesimaging.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, rain showers, mostly cloudy, a high of 40. Tonight, rain tapering off, patchy fog possible with a low of 29. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Is it time to buy an engagement ring?
Or a big anniversary diamond?
Kessler's has diamonds that come from diamond mines.
And we also have diamonds that come from plasma chambers.
When you see the size of the diamond you can afford when you look at our high-tech newborn created diamonds,
you're going to be happy, happy, happy.
And with approved credit, our financing plans make anything possible.
Our selection of engagement rings is beyond compare.
And our custom design department can modify any ring in any way you choose.
Anyone who says they can give you a better ring
or a better diamond
or a better price
has never been to Kessler's.
And our miraculous no small print warranty says,
if you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed.
It's just that simple.
And all maintenance is free forever.
No charge.
Yes, it really is that miraculous.
You found a partner you want to share your life with.
When you're ready to celebrate,
we've got a diamond for that.
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Selling your home during winter may surprise you. Serious buyers are still out there and often more eager to move.
Homes get strong offers this time of year, and with less competition, your listing can really shine.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. Our team leads with faith, gratitude, and giving back, donating over $200,000 to local causes since 2020.
Tony Wendorf & Associates is ready to get to work for you with our white glove selling experience. Just search online, Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
Dinner chaos? Not tonight. Not when you got Screamin' Sicilian Detroit-style pizza on the table. It's got a thick and airy crust, that crispy, caramelized edge, tons of toppings baked into perfection right in its own pan. Available in cheese. You got the pepperoni, the multi-meat. Supreme is fantastic, all delicious. Every bite brings a little peace and harmony to the table. It's Screamin' Sicilian Detroit-style. Dinner drama diffused. Find it in your local grocer's freezer section.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is West Allis Central Jr. and Iowa State recruit Yusuf Gray Jr. Gray led the Division I second-ranked Bulldogs to an impressive 71-44 victory over Lakeside Lutheran at the NY2LA Invite at Kettle Moraine High School. He finished with a game-high 21 points, helping West Allis Central pull away after a tight first half. After trailing midway through the opening period, the Bulldogs closed the half on a 12-4 run, then outscored Lakeside 33-17 in the second half to secure the win. Gray knocked down 10 field goals, with 8 of them coming at the rim. A top 150 recruit in the class of 2026, the 6'5" point guard continues to anchor a Bulldogs team that remains unbeaten at 6-0. Congrats to Yusuf Gray Jr., your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
One of my favorite non-licensed music that Stroh plays. Do.
It's very upbeat. Feels like us.
Hey, anybody want a hat? I can get you one with Iron Jock right now. What do you say? New year, new goals. Iron Jock's here to help you stick to them. Whether it's the gym or working out or trying to smell better in 2026, that Silver Iron technology will do it for you. ESPN listeners can get 30% off all Iron Jock gear on orders over $75. Use promo code ESPN30 at checkout. That's promo code ESPN30 at ironjock.com. Look good, smell great, and start the year strong with Iron Jock. And you can be caller number 15 to win an Iron Jock hat. 800-990-3776. Happy New Year. 800-990-3776. Caller 15 to win the Iron Jock hat. Everything they've given away has been wonderful. Everyone has loved. So make sure you're caller 15 here. 800-990-3776 to win the Iron Jock hat. While Strofe answers those, let's get to our guy Corey on Kyle, Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin on the Carbless Talking text line. Hey, Corey.
Hey, what's good with y'all? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man.
Corey?
A lot of differing opinions about Matt LaFleur and whatever happens here in the playoffs and what Ed Policy could do. Well, where are you, man?
All right, because I'm going to be honest, man. I was the biggest critic on LaFleur during the middle of the season, and the way his play calling was, it was crazy. It was super conservative. I couldn't stand it. But after a lot of people that called in talking about his play call.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
But,
uh-oh.
There you are.
Them towers.
Standing on the floor. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh, we came to Chicago Towers. Got you, brother.
Yeah, no, we good. No, but while standing on the floor, I believe he deserved that extension because, I mean, Riddle with injuries, we got to see how he is with an 85% football team that's healthy. But I am leery. I am very leery on Brian Gutekunst. I will give him one more year because this year I know we ain't got a first-round pick, but he has to hit the draft between second through 7 rounds because we ain't got a first-round pick. He gonna have to hit the draft with edge rushers and then the free agency. He has to get a corner, and I'm gonna tell you the corner he needs to really look at to get in free agency. He needs to look at Alontae Taylor from the New Orleans Saints.
All right,
there it is. Corey, judge, jury, and executioner for Matt LaFleur, Goody, and free agency. Wow. Here's what I will say. I don't like the free agency talk yet. And what was missing there, I thought Corey was going to do is the season isn't over. We still see what my boy, Matt LaFleur, that he put a lot of faith in, can do with Jordan Love against the Bears, and who knows after that.
Yeah, I mean, the hard part is I don't know how you start to separate Goody and LaFleur, right? Because that's what this conversation is becoming. Is this LaFleur's problem? Is this Goody's problem? Is it players? Is it coaching? It's hard to not combine the two and wonder who's who, because I would say, in a team like this, even though the Packers have had injuries, right? As Tauscher said, 2 of the top 4 players, you would still expect a great coach to be able to perform better down the stretch and get you a playoff win, especially after all these years playing so close. So that's just what I would expect. I would expect that of Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, some of these top coaches. That's what I would expect out of them. But are the players just so bad? That's where it comes to. So a lot will be determined on Saturday night. I don't think that Ed Policy is determining his whole approach based off of how the Packers do, but I think it plays a weight into it to some degree. That's why I'm so excited for what's going to happen.
Kyle, you give up?
No, I heard the music coming. I said, boy, oh boy.
Let me have to quit?
I didn't get a chance to talk this whole segment.
Well, Iron Jock hat is important. Congrats to our winner. Brad's thoughts are important and Corey's thoughts are important. Man, you are testy today.
No, I'm not testy.
Testy Kyle in 2026.
I heard the music come on, so I just started reading the chat. Spirited debate happening in the chat on YouTube.
YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison.
ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
So fun to watch the chat.
Well, don't go anywhere because Kyle Brust Nortman's going to lead you into the Homer Hour at 5 o'clock on 94.5 ESPN. Jim, Matt, and Molly up next in Madison, the Damn Sports Show in Beaver Dam. You got the ESPN Wisconsin app. You got 94.5 ESPN. You got YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Don't go anywhere. We are back with you.
Sing it, Betty.
In 2 short minutes. KBN's the show that never ends.
Think
Things are slowing down westbound on 94 from about 27th Street all the way to Holly Road. The eastbound side's got some backups from 84th Street to Holly Road as well. We've got some delays southbound 41 from just about Hampton all the way down past Capitol Drive. Southbound 43 also heavy from just before Fond du Lac Avenue down through the Marquette and over the high rise, with the northbound side hitting the brakes just around the North Avenue curve up past Locust. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, rain tapering off, patchy fog possible with a low of 29. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and mild, a high of 41. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Kyle Brust Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal & Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal & Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies, they're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal & Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal & Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Pain has a way of stealing the moments that matter most, especially during the holidays. It's not just your knees, your back, or your shoulders. It's time with family and friends. But in 2026, that all could change when your body remembers how to heal. It just needs a little help finding the way back. Dr. Ashley Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics here in Milwaukee believe relief doesn't just come from surgery or pain pills. They use your body's own natural healing abilities to repair and restore what's been lost. It's your body's comeback story, powered by the very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. QC Kinetics delivers that long-term relief that you're finally looking for. Make the new year your turning point where pain stops defining you. It's time to take that first step. Literally, time to walk, enjoy the holidays, live without pain, and live without hesitation. With QC Kinetics, healing is within reach. Schedule your free consultation today at QC Kinetics. Give them a call at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD.
Things are slowing down westbound on 94 from about 27th Street all the way to Holly Road.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
He is Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust alongside Bradley Nortman running the show. Producer Alex Strofe. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Of course, get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, ESPN Madison. If you haven't downloaded the ESPN Wisconsin app, you are missing out on the easiest way to access everything in the palm of your hand. Now, I had a dream last night.
Don't we all have dreams? Martin Luther King asked, boy.
Mine wasn't Martin Luther King-esque. I don't know if I can provide any value to society in that way.
Throw him a dead fish.
Yeah, thanks. That's why I'm trying to move on from that.
No win.
This one was a big win. I was at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. I was with a friend, and we were playing slots next to each other.
Who's the friend?
Not going to share because I don't remember who the friend was. But
I'm not going to share.
Wait,
I don't remember the friend, but
that sounds like a lie.
No, it's not a lie.
I'm not going to share it because I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, because I really don't. I was trying to seem like I could remember, maybe recall, but I can't.
And then you immediately said, I'm not going to share because I don't remember.
Correct.
You could have just said, I don't remember.
You're right. I don't remember who was next to me. But they hit a $600,000 jackpot.
Oh, wow.
And we weren't on the slot together. We were playing with our own money. So I was mad as hell. Would you be mad?
Did he give you $200 in a dream?
Nope. Gave me nothing.
Oh, wow.
Nothing.
Not a real friend. Then I forgot him.
I won $30,000 myself an hour later.
Wow.
I was pissed.
Money in dreams.
You an hour later in the dream?
Like...
So you are aware of the passage of time in your dream?
That was a lie.
An hour later.
All right.
What?
I dreamed that somebody won $600,000 and I won $30,000. Who cares about this time-space continuum in a dream?
You the one who put it out there. First, it's like, I was playing slots with somebody. I'm not going to share who it was.
Because I don't know who they were.
And now it says, and then an hour later in my dream, what?
Either way, someone won $600,000. I won $30,000. I was pissed.
Were you playing slots alone then? Because your friend must have left.
Yes, I was mad, so I just kept playing slots.
Usually you dream about things you're passionate about.
I am passionate about it.
You know what it is? It's been daddy daycare for what?
A while.
And so
my wife was sick,
itching.
and now she's in Vegas.
You're itching to get out.
Itching to have some type of freedom.
So
look at him, bags under his eyes. He's a tired single parent for 7 days.
Can I tell you a story?
Right. Let's go out.
Get a babysitter? What?
So you said get a babysitter. You and I can go out tonight.
Ooh,
that is
maybe
not
Stroke's
happening.
Your friend.
Yeah.
Maybe Stroke's your friend.
It was me in the $600,000.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Stroke me with $600,000?
He would give you money because he
you,
would not.
You wouldn't see me for a month.
That's what I was just gonna say. He'd lose it all. Yes.
So if you won $600,000, you're giving us each $1,000 at least.
I'd probably give you each
I'd be lying.
Why? Why would you give us money?
Because I love you guys.
See,
he's so
just
sweet.
take the money and run, Strofe.
Well, I can't run. You can't retire on $600K.
I know, but it's a good start.
Brad has made
that 20 times that, and
exactly.
Here he is.
Yeah. He's like, I would never give you guys $1,000. What do you mean?
Yeah, we've been here a while, huh?
Oh, that's funny.
So, I think you're right. I think you figured it out because let's rewind. This is a story that happened in real life that I can recall. I hope I can share this.
I'm really nervous
it's on the
about
radio.
What's about to happen?
So I was at a bar at Fiserv Forum's Deer District area the same night as the Badgers playing Villanova.
Oh, I recall. You had somebody do this shoveling for you.
Yes. Thank you very much. That's an aside. I was at a bar with friends of mine who I played a golf outing with, and I took this guy for like $500 on the golf course and afterwards. He brought a $500 purple chip. It's a true story. $500 purple chip to Potawatomi Casino Hotels. Casino. He put it on the table. He said, here's the deal. You play me in rock, paper, scissors. You lose, no harm. You win, you get the chip, but you have to go to Potawatomi with me after the game.
Oh!
Wow.
I was with my wife.
Oh, she was with you at the game.
So she wasn't there when I did the rock, paper,
It was
scissors.
insinuated that you'd have to bail on her. Like, would she not get the invite?
she could come, but she didn't want to.
Yeah.
Kicked his ass in rock, paper, scissors. I have a $500 chip. So it's you're right.
What'd you play?
I haven't
Scissors,
played
the rock?
yet. That's what.
What'd you play? The scissors, the rock, and
Wait
paper.
a minute.
Scissors.
Wait,
Scissors.
I'm focused. You got some high rollers you with. This man literally just played a game of chance where you couldn't lose.
Correct.
Said,
This guy's
That's
looking
what I
to
tried
get rid
telling
of
my
money.
wife to let me go to the casino.
He said, listen, this is what it's going to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to play rock, paper, scissors.
Of course, Ben would be in this situation.
He just got a free $500.
Bennett, here's what we're going to do.
With no risk.
What are we going to do, Stroh?
With no risk.
That
you
is
and I,
crazy.
You're the next commercial break. You're gonna call babysitter. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the Pato window as soon as we get there. You're gonna cash out the $500. Listen to me. Put $100 aside for the babysitter. The other $400 we go play with, and then once you're out of the $400 or maybe triple that, we go home. And you have $100 to pay your babysitter. That is plenty of money on short notice.
I'll go.
You get out of daddy daycare for one night. This is a perfect plan. Flawless. I would
Dude,
argue.
she goes down at 7 o'clock, and then I enjoy when she's down to myself. I don't know.
If you're playing that $500 chip and he's playing with you, I'll go play some tables with y'all.
All right, no, you stop.
You could even convince me.
Stop right now.
Wait, I would go. I 100% would go.
So now you guys know why I'm having these dreams.
I see you.
That's a
$500.
memorable moment.
Isn't that crazy?
That dude must be just literally trying to give money away.
He's a great guy, let me tell you.
If he's looking for new friends, I'm happy to be his friend.
I knew you were going to say that. I'm keeping him away from you.
No.
He's my sugar daddy.
Well, I need a sugar daddy. There's a wedding coming up this summer, and maybe I need the sugar daddy to be at.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I guess right here I do have, can you feel it? Witness the thrill of a grand slam, a game-winning bucket, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, baby. The sports book, the food, the drinks. This was basically a live read for Potawatomi. I'm going to be there soon, and I'm going to use that $500 chip, and I'm going to be staying there as long as possible.
We're going tonight.
Whenever. We're not going tonight, Stro.
Babysitter, call.
We're not going tonight.
Call the babysitter.
Do you have a babysitter you could call on short notice?
No.
Yes, you do.
You don't? I thought you had a roster of babysitters.
At 4 o'clock? On the same day?
I can appreciate how short a notice
We
that
got
actually is.
somebody that works here that would do it for a lot less than $100.
That's very true. Call her up.
Come on, Benny.
It's not happening.
Come on, Benny.
Come on, boys.
Come on, Benny.
Rob in a car on I-94. You're on the Carbless Talking text line with KBN. Coming to Potta with me tonight?
Benny.
You coming tonight?
Hey, the reason I'm calling is because I actually have a kind of a question. I'm driving on 94 right now, and it's ironic as heck because I hate number 94 for the Bears. Austin Booker, the guy who actually concussed JL10 and tried to concuss Mr. Irrelevant the other day, and that guy is one dirty sock. He's got to get dealt with, and defensive linemen don't just punch him in the solar plexus every chance they get. He's got to get taken down.
Well, what I will add to that, Rob, appreciate the call and the passion on 994.
Like it.
I don't think the Love one was dirty. That was bang bang. I did think it's a little sketchy the way he went at Brock Purdy with his helmet first, but whatever. The biggest issue that I have was the lack of, even though it was a bang bang play and it wasn't dirty in my opinion against Love, was the offensive line just standing around. Like I've seen worse quarterbacks than Jordan Love get more protection than from an offensive line. I saw David Bakhtiari tweet it would have been different if we're cut from a different cloth. We would have been out there, mucking it up with the defensive line.
You never see it from the offensive side of the ball.
This is Kyle
Brust. Early trigger.
Yeah, no,
we see it out of Keyshawn Nixon and some of the D-backs, but you never see feistiness out of the offense.
Josh Jacobs is the only feisty one. Tucker Kraft has some fight to him, but Josh has been banged up, and Tucker Kraft has been out, so there's a little bit of edge. That offensive line doesn't have much of a fighter to it. Zach Tom's just a nice guy who's a really good offensive lineman. Jordan Morgan's just trying to stay on his feet, and the rest of the offensive line is just young. Sean Ryan's just trying to make sure he gets everything organized.
He's like, I just got to move to center all of a sudden.
G. Walker is scared to say anything because people still talking about what he said
after
week 2.
I don't like nice guys. I like when you have a team full of badasses.
Yeah, the Packers have never really had badasses where it feels like you got the quarterback's back. And maybe Tucker Kraft. I would have loved.
Who's the last badass the Packers have had?
Is Keyshawn Nixon a badass?
No. He makes too many damn mistakes to be a badass.
I mean, Jair
makes some good
where he has
plays
swagger.
sometimes.
Jair ain't no badass.
He had swagger though.
He had swagger, but he was an all-pro, so it was valid.
Yeah, he was good.
Who is the last Packer badass?
I mean,
Clay Matthews, Zadarius Smith. Even though that ended bad, but when he was good,
Kraft have retaliated in that moment.
I hope so, but yes, he was a badass. The way he would run people over, stiff arm, get guys off him. He was the yak daddy.
He was.
You're a badass if you are top 5 in the NFL in yards after the catch as a tight end.
Love that concept.
Our guys are beat up because Josh Jacobs was another one who wouldn't go out of bounds, a rather stiff arm guy. So yeah, it's been different.
Is that a reflection of the head coach? Does it all come back to Matt LaFleur? 800-990-3776. Mark and Sheboygan, it looks like we got a negative Nancy on our hands.
Oh, you're kind of right on that. Well, thanks for taking my call anyhow. You summed it up there. I guess the main question I would have for you guys is, do you guys honestly think the Packers have a right to be in the playoffs right now, the way they've been playing the past 4 weeks? I mean, NFC conference is so knotted up with the Vikings winning 5 in a row now, and then the Lions just hanging on there on the edge, and then the Bears taking the conference title. I mean, you guys think it's going to be any different Saturday night, or I mean, the way they've been playing?
Jeez.
I mean,
geez, sure.
Mark, I definitely think the Packers should be in the playoffs. I know the NFC is down, but the Packers. I can't.
He's starting to transition.
Boston.
Mark. So the Green Bay Packers, they were a little bit better.
Whoa, what are you, Steve Urkel?
That's not good either.
I'm trying to think. I'm not really from those different places.
Them Packers there.
Yeah.
They try their best.
All right, we can't do Mark Sheboygan accent.
I love when he calls.
I love when Mark calls.
You know,
best.
It is the best Wisconsin accent.
You're the only one who can do it because you're up.
Well,
from that area.
he talks about how he's up there in Sheboygan and how the Packers.
Oh,
well, you guys are talking about it.
guys.
I don't,
there.
in the last 4 weeks, you guys, it's just been real.
Yes, they
real
deserve
rough.
to be there. Jordan Love was not healthy the last 2 weeks, and he was out of the Bears game. Like, they made the decision to sit. And look, I understand it feels bad, but as bad as you feel right now, there's a reason why this is a coin flip, and you still should, in my opinion, give the advantage to the Packers. For, as Mark Tauscher saying, although what matters is the end of the game. Through 6.5 out of 8 quarters, the Packers have played the better majority of football. And when the margins are thinner in the playoffs, that hopefully comes to fruition in a playoff game.
I have to break in with this because I'm officially worried about the future of Jeff Hafley in Green Bay. The Baltimore Ravens just fired John Harbaugh.
Oh, wow.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I was trying to see if that was
18 seasons. He was the second longest tenured head coach in the NFL behind Mike Tomlin. Wow. He is out of Baltimore, which makes me think, could they go defensive head coach? And that's an opening you're going to want to go to.
I will say this is now 7 head coach openings.
I believe so. Yeah.
Before any of the, I guess I doubt at this point any of the playoff coaches would be gone. At some point, though, you just run out of qualified candidates.
The only one that I could possibly see is still Pittsburgh, but I think Tomlin probably saved his job. But
I think so too.
No, Hafley to Baltimore makes me nervous.
Is there 7 candidates more qualified?
No.
Than Jeff Hafley? I think the answer is no.
I think there's going to be a few retreads, right? So, I think Stefanski gets a job right away.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why. From Cleveland.
What do you mean you don't know why?
Two-time coach
Stefanski's a good coach.
What have they done of late?
He has no players.
Oh, Hafley.
His defense is fantastic.
I think just because Hafley's getting interviews, let's remind ourselves, I don't think if you look at odds for each availability that he's going to be at the top of the list.
I think this one is where he would be.
Also, you do have to understand that the way that we're just salivating over Jeff Hafley as because we're local here. I mean, there's a guy, Brian Flores, right across the way in Minnesota that probably is
probably due for another opportunity because he thought Tua stunk and he was right.
I think that's illegal to not hire somebody for a head coaching job because you have a lawsuit against them.
I'm not here being a lawyer and talking about legalities.
No,
I think that would derail people from
You have a defensive coordinator in Vance Joseph down in Denver.
That's a guy that's getting a lot of looks.
And you have Jesse Minter as well. You have a lot of guys.
Also, let's not forget here, Lamar Jackson's currently their quarterback. They might want an offensive-minded head coach. And bring in a defensive coordinator. Yeah, again, I said now he's their quarterback.
Fair. Reset everything. But I think Jeff Hafley is definitely a hot candidate, but I feel maybe us being here locally,
I agree with Kyle.
Heighten it up a little bit. There's other guys that are really good. Remember, we're really a 7 seed. I mean, we're a 7 seed. There's 13 other teams, maybe better than us.
Just not the Panthers and Bears, according to you.
Not the Panthers and Bears. Ain't nobody trying to get those coordinators.
I want to hear from Evan Cohen again. I think it's a fascinating way that he described the Green Bay Packers on Wilde and Tausch this morning. We hit on that next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
Transformers, Megan Fox.
No, I would say Megan Fox, are all good, but 7:45 is starting to go. You got to transform your ass up out of here.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound 41 backing up a bit from Capitol Drive down to Burleigh and then back on the brakes from about North Avenue down to the Zoo Interchange. Eastbound 94, you got backups from 84th Street all the way to about Hawley Road. Westbound's going to be tightening up as well from about 20th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. We've got some delays on the bypass as well, heading eastbound out of the Hale Interchange all the way past Forest Home. On the westbound side from about 20th Street all the way to about 68th. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner. Dedicated to helping businesses do business better, visit jamesimaging.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Rain tapering off, patchy fog possible, a low of 29. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and mild, a high of 41. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All the antics.
Why the hell are we still doing encores? I go to the Killers, and they leave the stage. Oh, thank you, good night. Oh, I can't believe they didn't play Mr. Brightside.
All the action.
Losing somebody like Micah Parsons, everybody on the defense was better because of Micah Parsons, and you lose a guy like that, it's hard to stomach.
The best of both worlds lives right here. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
Is this what you wanted? The 7th-seeded Packers, the 2nd-seeded Bears, Saturday night at Soldier Field. Do or die in the wild card round for these two divisional rivals that split the regular season series. This, however, will only be the 3rd time these two teams meet in the postseason. The first time back in 1941 when the Bears took care of business. And the other, the 2010 NFC Championship game. We know how that went.
And the winner of the George S. Hallis Trophy, the Green Bay Packers, the first number 6 seed from the NFC to make it to the Super Bowl.
Audio courtesy of Fox. Packers-Bears, 7 o'clock Saturday night.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All right, couple things here. John Harbaugh let go from the Ravens organization as their head coach. And then as Strofe pulls something up, it will all play together. We'll have Matt LaFleur from earlier. But then I open up Twitter, as this is Kyle Brust Nortman with you till 5 o'clock with Strofe on the show. Dan Orlovsky just tweeted at 4 o'clock, essentially. We did this exercise. And it was a great exercise amongst each other about Malik Willis. Where did we put Malik Willis in the how much money he might make next year as a free agent?
20 mil out there.
Oh, we're going to do the, what we used
we don't have to do the yodeling game.
Yodeling.
Yeah. He's got a lot. I'm doing you a solid, Strofe, because you're pulling something up. I can't have you do 2 things at once. You have the yodeling game ready? Yeah, see, that's what I thought. That's okay. I don't need it. Dan Orlovsky tweets, Malik Willis is going to get 40 to 50 million this offseason.
No way.
40.
No way.
Well, I was going to say how much money did Dan Orlovsky say Malik Willis is going to get?
Yeah,
20 million.
No, Sam Darnold got 33 million. Ain't no way in the world.
Malik 40 to 50 million next year? That seems high.
That's right around what Purdy and Goff.
Goff is what, 52 and a half?
Yeah, I mean, established guys.
He's not getting that much.
It's crazy. A year and a half ago, he was a nobody.
What, it was Fields 2 for...
He might get 30.
2 for 40? 20 million a year was Fields?
Yeah, so he'll probably get Fields type money.
He's played in 11 games over 2 seasons. Most of those were like half a games.
Yeah,
some of these guys have played for 6 years.
Yeah, an organization that pays, first and foremost, if somebody offers him $50 million, he needs to say, sign me up now.
I see.
You ain't had, why you even ask me? What you mean? It go from being a backup to being from a castaway to $50 million. What did the line go? $50 million. What do you what?
Who do you think I am, Chelsea Clinton?
Yeah, hell, he gonna say Chelsea Clinton me. Sign me up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so let's hear from Matt LaFleur on his quarterback, though, and how he feels about Jordan Love heading into the playoffs.
Confidence in him. But it's not just about him. I think a lot of times, the quarterback is going to get too much credit when you win and too much blame when you lose, and that's just the nature of it. But I think that there's nobody else I'd rather have, than Jordan.
Yes,
All right.
sir. Yes, sir. You back your mans.
When you hear that, what else is he going to say? And I'm not saying that every head coach with somebody signed on their books with $55 million, and let's not act like this is the first time Matt LaFleur's gushed over Jordan Love, right? So this isn't like would you take Patrick Mahomes, Matt LaFleur, over Jordan Love? Like, this is the coach that has worked with Jordan Love his entire career since he's been here. He's going to back his guy. He's going to give him the most confidence as possible. And I understand that. So I just don't want this to turn into, well, what about Malik Willis? Because guess what? If Malik gets $40 to $50 million, like Dan Orlovsky said, good on him. But Matt LaFleur absolutely should be standing right next to Jordan Love and supporting him before playing a playoff game. So go ahead and do what you want with that. If you say, he's an idiot for standing by Jordan Love and saying he's the only guy I want, it's what coaches do, Brad. Am I wrong here?
Yeah, I mean, Ben, I see what's going on here. I mean, it's as clear as day. I see what's clear as day is what's going on here.
What's going on?
Matt LaFleur is basically saying, Jordan Love, you're my only hope. You're my only hope to play this game. Matt LaFleur knows if he's going to win this game, he needs he needs Jordan Love to ball out. He needs 3 or 4 touchdowns. He needs no picks. He needs to control the game. It's going back to my argument of saying Jordan Love is going to be in control of this game. If you're a $55 million franchise quarterback, then I don't care if your defense stinks and Ben Johnson's on the other side, who's also a reputable play caller. Jordan Love is who Matt LaFleur is going to rely on to make sure that he wins this game, whether that's scoring 28 points, 35 points, whatever it is. And so he is publicly supporting him, publicly razzing him up to show that, you know what? I don't care if it's been a month. Jordan Love's my guy. That's what I expect.
Who's this Brad?
I don't know who this Brad is, but he used the word razz.
Is that a real word?
I don't know. That's why I don't do what those Gen Zers do because I don't
trying to be cool and hip. Is this your resolution?
Baby, new me.
Good for you. Have you all been? We all been in relationships before, right? Strofe especially.
Serial relationship guy.
We've all been in relationships with somebody.
Guy can't go a minute without being in a relationship.
We've been in relationships with people who were behind the doors, and this is not this situation. But we're like, okay, we don't know if this is the person forever. But if somebody asks us publicly with the former person we were with, they say, hey, do you want to, are you riding with this person? What are you going to say? No, you're going to say, yeah, I'm riding with her. I'm right. Of course you're going to lie. I'm not saying they're lying. I'm just saying, what else is...
Why is he taking us down this route?
I'm not saying he's lying.
Matt LaFleur lying?
No, but what else do you expect somebody to say? What they're in a relationship.
Are you accusing me of lying? Why'd you bring me up?
No, I just said...
I mean, let's be honest. In every relationship you were in, you probably sold the girlfriend to your family as the one hard.
No, never.
Oh, please. Every segment you do, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. This is the greatest thing ever. You absolutely, in the heat of a moment in a relationship, did that.
I always had my doubts.
Until
now.
Really? Good for you.
He's saving face.
Special. That's how he knows it's special.
Brad was around for the last one.
That's true.
She was good.
How long was she around?
She's no current girlfriend, I'll tell you that much.
Just
we were together 3.5 years.
Yeah, and for one point in that 3.5 years, I guarantee you said, oh, yeah, she's the one.
Did I ever look at rings for her? No, I didn't. Did I ever even think about looking at rings for her? No, I didn't.
Yeah, listen.
What am I doing now?
Strofe, you are a certified lover boy. I know that to be true. Now, you finally found the one that was worth being certified for, but you definitely are a lover boy.
You fall hard, man.
It's
so
okay.
stop acting like you're something you're not. Like, it's okay.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not denying the fact I'm a lover boy. I love love, man. I think the world needs more love. So, yes, I do fall fast and I do fall hard, but finally, it's for the right one.
That's true.
And I was actually going to be single for a while. That was my intention.
Oh, stop it.
No, you sought out this one and did your.
No, hold on. I was along for this ride. I saw it unfold, and there's no lies yet spotted.
Oh, Brad,
no, I'm
what you
telling
mean?
you. I'm
That's
telling
talk
you.
is cheap.
Talk is cheap. Actions speak
a lie.
Actions speak louder than words. He sought her out.
I called my mom after I met Allie, my girlfriend. I called my mom and I said, Mom, I really want her to be single, but I don't think I can mess this up. I don't think I can pass her. My mom gave me a great piece of advice. She said, I was sitting
boo-boo.
I was sitting in the apartment building of our friend Maddie Hayes because my crappy last apartment did not have washers and dryers, so I always did my laundry there on Mondays. And I was sitting in our apartment parking lot.
You did your laundry at Maddie's apartment?
Every Monday.
That's wild.
Every Monday. Yeah,
That is
every Monday.
wild.
We'd go over there and have a drink or two, and I'd do my laundry. Anyway, and I was talking to my mom. And my mom goes,
And you're like, yeah, I was drunk doing laundry at my friend's apartment. I was like, this is the one.
and my mom said, Boo Boo Kitty, if you think she's special, you go for it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It only matters how
Dude, you sound
feel.
like Waterboy. But Mama said, my mama said.
Strofe wanted some me time.
No, me time. You could choose to have me time. I thought I was a mama's boy. But let me tell you, I ain't never told my mama about nobody I met after 2 weeks. Baby girl didn't meet the parents until like 4 months. Like,
so you were ashamed of her. Got it.
Dude, I'm just don't bring floozy to my mom. Now, luckily, this last one wasn't no floozy. She's a wonderful woman. I'm just saying, I ain't just dragging everybody in and out.
Bringing floozies to mama.
He probably called it.
Did you just call your fiance a floozy?
No, I said I don't bring every floozy to mama. She was not one.
Well, they didn't meet until like 5 months in, but I did call her for advice.
Oh man, you're a special guy.
He is. Somebody he wanted to be single for a while, but he made
it. Actions over words, man.
It worked out.
He wasn't searching for it.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. He hit her up.
He is not a lie.
Right.
He hit her up.
How you slide in somebody's DMs and thinking that it ain't
She slid in my DMs.
Who slid in who first?
She slid in my DMs first.
I don't believe it.
Ask her.
I need proof.
I don't believe it.
He went under the table because he doesn't want to be seen right now.
Oh, I kicked something on accident, so I didn't record this segment. It's a mess
now. Purposely didn't record the segment so it doesn't live forever, so we can't go back and show it to your now girlfriend?
Shame.
Yeah, he lucked out, though.
He's turning red.
Yeah,
We've lost Strofe again.
No.
Here we go.
I don't know how this happened.
Wheel of Strofe next.
Unbelievable.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes,
he's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got southbound 41 backing up a bit from Capitol Drive down to Burleigh, and then back on the brakes from about North Avenue down to the Zoo Interchange. Eastbound 94, you got backups from 84th Street all the way to about Hawley Road. Westbound's going to be tightening up as well from about 20th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. We've got some delays on the bypass as well, heading eastbound out of the Hale Interchange all the way past Forest Home. On the westbound side from about 20th Street all the way to about 68th. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner. Dedicated to helping businesses do business better, visit jamesimaging.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Rain tapering off, patchy fog possible, a low of 29. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and mild, a high of 41. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One Collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One Collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kesslers nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
When storms hit or accidents happen, it's not just about property, it's about people. I'm Mandy Grimal-Lococo with Grimal & Associates Insurance. We help families bundle home, auto, and life coverage so you're never facing life's what-ifs alone. With the heavy rains we've seen in Milwaukee, we'll review your policy to be sure water backup, sump pump failures, and flood risks don't drain your wallet. Your home is more than walls and a roof, it's where life happens. At Grimal & Associates Insurance in Shorewood, we're here to protect your home, your family, and your peace of mind. Call us today at 414-332-0838.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Brust Nortman with you till 5 o'clock. I just saw Homer, so he's going to be here for the Homer Hour at 5 o'clock. Alex Strofe running the show. Just got a text message about 100.5 ESPN Madison. Jim Rutledge using our names in his mouth now, so didn't invite us to the show, you know. I guess we got to whine like him. Strophy, let's play a little Wheel of Strofe. You look so prepared. Dun-dun-dun.
It's time for the
Wheel of Strofe.
Another day. Another buckaroonie on the best edition of the year.
Okay, well, that could be true. Yesterday,
all you have to do is beat yesterday.
Yeah. What was yesterday? I don't even remember.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's the beautiful part of the mental gymnastics we're playing in 2026. Every day will be better than the last, which means every day will be the best of the year.
So as long as it's not memorable, it'll be better than yesterday.
Oh, yeah, it was like a playoff thing. It's playoff bracket, teams, division winner. I don't know.
Blue for sorrow.
I want to talk about breakfast foods.
Let's talk about breakfast foods. I love breakfast foods. Easily, head and shoulders the best type of food.
Yeah, Brett, I love you. But, I mean, you get to start your day from home. So you can eat breakfast. You can eat all the fiber you want. Your stomach won't be...
I don't eat breakfast.
I skip breakfast.
Why?
I love it.
It's the best kind of food. Eggs and cereal and
cereal. What are you for?
I
do French toast, pancakes.
So what's the best type of breakfast meat then, Brad? Are you a sausage guy, ham guy, bacon guy?
Bacon guy.
Real bacon, not turkey bacon?
I'll do real bacon.
Wow.
I mean, sparingly now. When I really let my hair down, do a little bacon.
Okay.
Benny?
Bacon.
Okay, well, it's a unanimous across the board, which
I like
makes
hash
me think.
browns.
That wasn't the
question.
That's not a meat.
Yeah.
Oh, meat. Yeah, bacon.
That might be among the worst breakfast food.
What?
Health-wise.
All right, can we get to Stroph's Wheel of Strofe? This isn't Brad's breakfast hour.
Sorry. Breakfast food.
I kind of like Brad's breakfast hour, to be honest with you. What's the best way to cook bacon? Is it oven, skillet?
Oven.
It's oven. And I just...
Parchment paper?
What?
Parchment paper?
Parchment paper. You're dialed in, Stro. I just realized this. You put parchment paper and the bacon like cooks in the oils and the grease, and when you bite it, crunch. You get like the oils almost like come out of it.
Was this pre-planned?
Literally, I did this.
Actually, no,
the
it's funny
first
you say
time a
that.
week ago.
I just saw a viral video. It was of
So viral. I guarantee this is the most viral video ever.
It was of a preacher at a church, and she was saying, if you want to make some food, what do you need to put on the skillet? And the congregation yelled, oil. You want to make some potatoes, what do you need to put on the skillet?
Oil.
You want to make bread on the skillet, what do you need?
Oil.
You want to make some bacon, what do you need?
Well, it already has enough oil.
Well, some people just like that yelled oil, and then she said, no, you don't need oil. Bacon has its own oil. We need to be more like bacon.
Be like bacon.
Powerful.
Don't need nobody else. You took us to church, huh?
Yeah, you did.
Don't need nobody else to gas you up. You got you and the Lord to gas you up.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Amen.
Wow.
I need some church in me. Thank you, Strobe. I
Needed that.
The last guy
today.
that I thought would bring anyone church was Stroh.
He's a bad pastor. I mean, you wouldn't get a congregation to lead you. They'd be confused.
Just have him yelling stuff.
All right, what's next on the
it a black
list, Stroh, man?
No, she was white.
Oh, that sister can go.
That is good.
That's
Wheel
go.
Stroh.
Were you saying white people can't have good church?
I'm saying I've been to a white church before. Quite boring. I will say that.
They go to the right way church.
Catholic. No offense to Catholic.
Okay, well now you got pitchforks after Kyle now.
I love the Catholic.
It's fairly traditional.
I love the Catholics.
But church was a little bit of a snooze.
Because I love the Catholics.
But, we were talking about this one's for you. We were talking about the NFL bracket yesterday, and I realized something. We didn't make you pick your allegiance. The Panthers and the Jags are both
I was
in the
thinking about
playoffs.
this.
Are you rooting for one team over the other?
No, I'm rooting for a Panthers-Jags Super Bowl.
Like if the Panthers played the Packers somehow. It's okay
I'm
to
not
pick
for the Panthers.
I was gonna say it's okay to pick your paycheck.
Didn't they steal your tickets away? Weren't you supposed to go up there and do
Yeah,
something with
but
them?
that was probably the Packers pulling back their tickets. It's probably the Packers' fault. With my guy J.J. Jansen still snapping for them, I got to root for the Panthers.
Oh, he doesn't have a ring, does he?
No, he doesn't. He's got an NFC Championship
So
ring
you're
like
rooting
me.
for the Panthers over the Jags?
If they played in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go
that's
to the
tough.
draft.
I would probably say if I could try and pretend to be Brad Nortman, you'd have to end up in your mind going Panthers,
Be
although you didn't
more
get what
like
you wanted
Brad.
from the Panthers in your second contract.
They offered
The
him a second
Jaguars did you
contract.
pretty dirty by releasing you at the time that they did.
They did do me dirty. I guess I'd probably go with the Panthers.
Thank you.
To finish what we started 10 years ago, it'd be very poetic. Save Super Bowl
Okay,
60,
save your
50.
breath.
Although I do feel bad for the Jags because they've never had their time in the sun, right? They've never had their Super Bowl, and
They've been
I
a
love the
couple
Jags.
AFC championships. What, 2?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
That's part of the one that also lost. Second
at
place,
you.
Brad.
Second place, Brad.
Second place, Brad.
Is that it?
Will!
Oh.
Yeah, you just want to know who Brad was rooting for. This is a really memorable.
Did he give us an answer?
Now,
Panthers.
Oh, Panthers.
if they
Then
play in the
Jags.
Super Bowl,
You need
Green
to
for money.
it's been green every time, actually, today.
No, it was
So
blue for sorrow first.
I'm just moving down.
Maybe you should go to Pato.
Ooh.
January 6th.
Oh, yes.
National.
Oh, where are we going?
National what day? Donut Day? What is it?
Are you serious?
No, it's National Cuddle Up Day.
Oh, National Cuddle Up Day.
I'll be cuddling by myself.
Benny, I saw this morning that it was National Cuddle Up Day, and I know you're alone. Does it make you sad that today is National Cuddle Up Day?
Not
Does
at
it
all.
make your loneliness even more sad?
I got some dogs that will cuddle me. We'll be good.
Wow, you're saying that they can provide what is lacking?
Do you sleep in the bed with your
This
dogs?
show has been the, wow, are you saying? And you make a big leap. Are you saying that the dogs
I'm
are
saying that the
replaceable to
dogs
Mrs.
provide me
Brust?
more comfort than my wife. Yep, that's exactly
That's
what
what I'm
saying.
hearing.
So wait, you sleep in bed with your dog?
No, they sleep on the beds.
Have you ever?
Oh, when it was just me and Bruce.
So, guys,
yeah.
How often do you wash your dog?
Once a month?
Guys,
That's gross.
today. but guys,
Rolling in dirt all the time.
guys, today is January 6th.
What other days?
What are you trying to do right now? Go ahead.
Go on.
What's your January 6th thoughts? I'd love for you to take it for yourself.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Today is January 6th. It's a day that will live in infamy. Because it's National Bean Day.
I love beans.
They're delicious. What's your favorite bean?
What's your favorite bean?
Oh, baked beans, baby. Baked beans.
Hell yeah.
Beans,
I was gonna say, I like
the more you
black
eat, the more you
beans.
chew. Oh, pinto beans are good too.
Pinto beans.
This has been a memorable Wheel of Strofe, but also one to forget.
Strofe, that
What else?
What's your favorite type of bean?
What?
I mix black and pinto in my chili.
Good for you.
Nice. Which one do you like better?
I'm not a huge bean guy, but I like it in my chili.
You know, garbanzo beans
Okay,
are very...
you just said pinto and black. Which one do you like better?
Flip a coin.
Have
All
an
right,
opinion, Ben.
Guys,
Yeah.
January 6th.
January 6th.
What else is
What
this?
else? What else?
I didn't know it was such a big day.
What a day.
Huge day in American
What a
history
day.
because today also National Technology Day.
Oh,
of
my
course
God.
it is. Of course.
This is why people are at
course.
AI conferences right now.
Yeah, National Technology
My wife's at a
Day.
tech conference in
Yeah,
Vegas.
see, because it's National Tech
Ben,
Week.
what
Day.
about technology are you most grateful for?
Dude, I'm so sick of you.
This was
Professor
this was
memorable.
good.
This has been
This
a great,
was actually good.
This would be hard to
content.
top tomorrow. It really is.
Boy, I tell you, I ain't gonna lie to you. You had us all like, what are you? Okay.
Oh.
I knew exactly what he was doing.
Bravo.
He wouldn't dare jump in that water.
But Ben, January 6th.
I can't wait to ask John Anderson, Professor Big Daddy J.A. of ESPN about January 6th. I'm just kidding. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I
He's a good guy.
I can't. I couldn't believe y'all lost to TCU.
Yeah, you and me both.
Rough. On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. It doesn't matter if it's your first betting slip ever or just the first one of the week. We've got your Potawatomi sportsbook picks covered. Tune in Wednesdays to the Weekly Wager with Josh DiMaggio and Ben Brust.
Breezy Ben Brust. Just whichever way the wind's blowing. I have bad posture. I don't have a great backbone, Joshy.
The Weekly Wager, Wednesday nights at 6, right here on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel.
4 years. That's enough time to earn a college degree, to serve a full term as a president, to train for something big and become someone new.
You bet, and get 0% interest for 4 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, so you can invest in your home and in life's biggest moments. With exclusive features and customizations, Pella offers the highest quality products at a price you can afford.
Aim high when setting your New Year's resolution and imagine what you can do in 4 years when you finance your home project with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Basketball fans, watch DME Academy on the campus of St. John's Northwestern Academy in Delafield this Friday and Saturday. See high-flying Wisconsin recruit LaTravian Fenderson, 7-foot recruit Bull One Rock, and 6'10" Trev Rodemaker. This is elite high school hoops. Youth coaches, bring your teams to see DME Academy basketball. DME plays Friday night at 7 and Saturday at 4 p.m. with free admission on the campus of St. John's Northwestern Academy in Delafield. Be there this Friday and Saturday for DME Academy basketball.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
Ben Brust here for Iron Jock. It's a new year, and that means new goals, and Iron Jock is here to help you stick to those goals. Whether you're hitting the gym, heading to work, or just trying to smell a whole lot better in 2026, Iron Jock gear has you covered. Formulated to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, Iron Jock keeps you feeling fresh, no matter how hard you push. Right now, you can get 30% off all Iron Jock gear on orders over $75. Just use promo code ESPN30. That's ESPN30 for 30% off your orders over $75. Shop now at ironjock.com.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Hey, I'm Reba McEntire. In life, you'll hear a lot of people tell you that you can do anything you want. I'm here to tell you that's true. Since I was a little girl, I dreamed of becoming a successful singer and entertainer. It took a lot of hard work, dedication, and perseverance to find my success, but it was worth it. I never gave up on my dreams. Remember, you can never have a dream come true until you've had a dream. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Joining us now on Kyle Brust and Nortman before the Homer Hour is Professor Big Daddy J.A. John Anderson. John, what's new, man?
We are ready for a rebirth, a reset, and a renewal in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. A refresh, a fresh look, a new season.
Fresh perspective. I have a
and
feeling
outlook.
you are going to be the want-to-know every guy game guy. Want-to-know every game. But if I had to ask you where you think the peak this team can go in the playoffs is what to John?
Well, what's our draft pick if we lose this week? That's the peak.
So since they can't win the
I'm
Super
all
Bowl, in
for
your
renewing.
opinion, you want the
Stick
best
with-
draft pick in the second round, which doesn't actually happen until Friday?
Yeah, I just mean, it's where are we going to go ahead and give it to the next guy for Dallas to screw up. That all the rebirth and renewal said, I just don't know that right now that they're in any position or has shown us anything that leads us to believe that there's any sort of deep playoff run coming. Is that my happy head show? When it happens, I can go, dang, I was wrong. I feel so terrible. But I'm trying to think in 2 years if they played a complete game that made me go, good, be that team. Be the team that was in, who beat the Panthers. Oh, wait, they didn't do that. Be the team that beat the Vikings this year, which they did once. I'm trying to think which team in which game where I'd be like, that's the team they need to be.
Can we take different teams from different games and mold them together and hope for the best here?
Bionic Packers.
No, the thing, you can't piecemeal together. That's what I'm saying. Where's the one performance like, okay, just be that team and you'll be fine this week.
Detroit game. Second Detroit game.
I would take the Packers defense against the Eagles. I would take the Packers offense against the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Or
I would
Steelers.
take Daniel Whalen. Well, that was the second half. They weren't good in the first half.
That's
I'd take
true.
Daniel Whalen's punting performance against the Vikings, and whenever McManus had a good game when he made a Haversick kick against the Giants, and then he played good the next game.
And there you see my problem. All those are dispersed. None of them are the same. I need the whole team on one Saturday night. And, they haven't shown me they can do that yet.
But so where do you place blame when it comes to that? Because Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst, you're talking about possibly contract extensions under a new president. And I can't argue against the fact that they really don't put together complete games very often. And none of us really expect us to have a deep Super Bowl-like playoff run. So how do you make sense of that? And who is it to blame for being put in that position the last couple of years?
Well, I mean, I think it goes to coaching, especially any time that you see some of the flashes that we have seen, right? We have seen enough to be teased in so many areas. And then a second half starts, or it's after a woeful first half. And I think in all of that, it comes to coaching. And I think that is the dilemma with LaFleur now, is he's had some great success, but not the ultimate success. He built them back after the one playoff year, but now missing the playoffs, but they continue to be, lucky number 7. And Jordan Love's improved, I think, from the first time he, started. But overall, the product is the same. And at some point, do you go, we like this guy, we're going to stay with him, and we think that breakthrough's coming? Or do you risk it and go, okay, we can do better? Because that's a hard thing to do with a guy who's been to the playoffs 5 of the last 6 years, right? When I think if you add up the rest of the guys in the division, the Bears, the Lions, and the Vikings combined in the last few years, those guys have been in the playoffs 5 times.
Is Matt LaFleur the Brewers of current?
So I don't, do you get like when I just saw that John Harbaugh got fired? I'm like, really? What are you going to do now? Are you going to be in this every 3 or 4 year tailspin where you just decide we got to reset? So I'm inclined to let LaFleur go one more year. And if it comes to that, then you're like, okay, can we, I just don't know that I can live and sell my fan base every year on giddy up, we're the 7th seed. So I'm glad I'm not the guy right now that has to make that decision. But I do think it falls to coaching. Anytime that you have the same thing happen over and over and over again, and it is not improved or corrected, I feel like that falls to the coaching staff, because that's the job of the coaching staff, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
John, when you look at this game on Saturday, are you a big believer that the Bears are actually better than the Packers, or do you think the Packers up and down the roster, when you look at the offense that the Packers have and the defense that they have, that they're just purely better than the Bears?
Yeah, Micah Parsons permitting. Yeah, I think they're still a better team than the Bears. And they have been for roughly 118 out of 120 minutes. And then they just lost their mind, or at least Romeo lost his handle on the onside kick. But that's the curious thing, I think, that gives the Packers maybe a chance here, even though they haven't shown everything, is I do think that they are a little bit, they've been in the crucible of the playoffs. And this will be new for the Bears. And you never know when you get that rush of blood to your head, if it makes you do the right thing or if it makes you lose your mind and you just start spinning.
Well, John, with that, do you think there's more pressure on the Packers or the Bears?
No, I think the Bears, and I think you can thank Coach Johnson for that, right? His popping off, I think, has put them to be in the position where they have to show it. And now you're the team that won the division with one of the worst division records ever. And so, yeah, I feel like there's a lot for them to prove in terms of who they are and who they would like to think they are, because they sure talk like they're the thing. Now you got to go show me that that's really who you are.
Yeah, John, you are correct in that the only other time...
Well, that I knew.
Yeah, of course. The last time that a division winner had a losing record in their division was the 2010 Kansas City Chiefs. That's how long you have to go back. So, I mean, it calls into question.
I wonder if they were the 2 seed, though. Like, that's crazy that the Bears ended up the 2 seed.
That was actually the year that the Packers won the Super Bowl. So I went back and looked. They were 10-6. The Kansas City Chiefs were 10-6 that year. So I don't think that's probably good enough for the 2 seed. But it calls into question. You have to give them credit for it. But, John, 6 games where they come back and win, a lot of one-score games. It just, maybe that's where the pressure's on the Bears, proving that they are indeed worthy of that 2 seed and the division winner.
Well, I think it shows like, okay, so what's next year? Because you can't live that way. Look at the Vikings. Didn't last year the Vikings have 10 or 11 one-score games that they won? Now, granted, they got rid of Sam and brought in McCarthy, and I don't think the Bears are going to have a major quarterback switch. But it's hard to live that way. And they tried to do it again this past week, and kind of got caught, and the Lions were able to put them out of their misery and beat them. But I am waiting to see. I am buoyed, if nothing else, by the Packers getting 3 in the last play of the game, so they're carrying a field goal momentum into the game into Chicago.
No one wants to see a 0 on the scoreboard, right?
You've never seen that in your life ever before, none of you, and you never will.